We are back, we are back, we are back, we are back, we are live, we are staying live, we are here, we are not going anywhere. Let's make sure we can go over the Boston Celtics real quick. Got about 2 minutes before tip-off here. Let's make sure we set ourselves up for the next game. Here we go. Namar, what's up, Namar? Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel Berry Sports? Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? Judge's dad, what's up, Judge's dad? So much for going to bed at 10 p.m. Here we go. We're going to keep the party going. We're going to keep the party going. All right. Let's pull this up. We got to change our score bug. BK said, game point predictions. I won't give you a game point prediction, but I do think that the Denver Nuggets, who are desperately in need for a victory today, will bring it against the Boston Celtics. Jokic, I will say, Vucevic, usually, I'm from the UK, it's 3 a.m., BK. Oh my goodness, brother, go to bed. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. It is late, man, it is late. Ozahar with the Bozahar. Let's make sure we get this set up before the game starts. So we're ready to go. Set up our score bug. We are doing the Boston Celtics taking on the Denver Nuggets here. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Up and ready to go. Here we go. As far as the game, Ozar said Boston winning. I think Denver desperately needs a win. They were just talking about it on the pregame here on ESPN about how Denver's not being the team over 500 in a couple of weeks. So they are in desperate need of a victory. Chico Sapote? What's up, Chico? Aloha from Maui. Great stick, Sheffy. Appreciate you, Chico. Hope you're having a good time. Try to have fun over here. Basketball's about having fun. BK said, I like your never last game was the first game I turned into in like a decade. Appreciate you, BK. Appreciate you. Monty said, I'm 5 for 6 for the NBA picks tonight. What else you need, Monty? What else you need? So we just watched, just going around the league real quick before we get off the tip-off here. We just watched the Pistons take down the Thunder, 124-116. The Spurs did end up pulling off the victory against the Raptors, but it was a close one, 110-107. The Warriors ran the Grizzlies out of the gym. That was easy. Monty said this game over 225. It is in Denver. Denver tends to play high-paced games in Denver. Tries to push the pace on teams, obviously. The Celtics are a bad one. Not a bad bet. CJ Trent, what's up, CJ? 128 Denver, 116 Boston. BK said, I meant I like your energy. I know what you meant. Brother. OKC versus the Pistons was the first game I've tuned into in a decade. Oh, hope you had a good time then. We cover games every single night, 6 days a week at least. Sometimes we go 7 days a week. I'm a Knicks fan, so Knicks games take priority for me, but we try to cover as many games. Like tonight, we're doing the doubleheader. If we have the opportunity to do two, we will do two. Big Ruts at triple overtime. Oh, man. Hopefully I can keep the energy up. This is our second game in a row. We will be live for what ultimately will be 6 hours tonight. So let's do it. Let's keep it running. Let's keep it going. These are our starting lineups. You got Hauser, Cato, White, Brown, and Shireman. Wow, the Denver Nuggets are great. Thanks, ESPN. Mostly healthy. The only guy they're missing in the starting lineup is Aaron Gordon, who is incredibly important to what they do. But here we go. The Celtics win the tip. We're off and running. Derek White down the lane, throws up the floater, or a lob up to Cato. He comes down with it, but Jokic right there, defending him. Cato in the post, leans in, tries to leave it off to Derek White. Ball got knocked loose. White recovers it, driving it down. Foul line, pump fake, spins, fall away mid-range shot. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound, knocked out of bounds by Cato, and Denver will bring it down for their first offensive possession after the stop. Monty said your channel is good. Is good luck. Appreciate you, Monty. Appreciate you. Schroeder gets it over to Jokic. Jokic in the high post. Hands it off to Murray. Murray being chased by Shireman. Murray down the lane. Kicks out to Jokic. Wide open. Pick and pop three. Over. Derek White comes up short. Jaylen Brown rips down a rebound, and he's going to push it the other way. Brown, in and out dribble, leaves it off for Queta. Queta fakes the handoff, trying to get it to somebody. Gets it out to Brown, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Coming to his right, pull up three off the screen. Jaylen Brown, well short on that one. Jokic with the rebound. Gets it out to Brown. Christian Brown pushing it. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Hits Murray cutting back door. And Murray got caught on the rim a little bit, but he does ultimately flush down the one-handed jam. It wasn't clean, but he got it to go down. Hauser down the lane, pump fakes, kicks it over to Queta. Queta down the lane, and he throws down a one-handed hammer. Jokic just gives it to him. We know Jokic is not challenging anybody at the basket. And Jokic will bring it down. Jokic has it on the right wing. Has Queta in the post. Kicks it up top to Murray. They get it back to Jokic. Jokic, right wing block. And Queta knocks the ball out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Nuggets. Just that said, Denver might face a Boston team without leading scorer Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is playing tonight, brother. He's in the lineup. We're tied at 2, 10:20 to go. They get it into Murray on the right wing. Pump fakes, gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Coming to his right. Sharman picks it up. Jokic. Shot clock running down. Off with a one leg falling out of bounds. And Jokic knocks it down. Because of course he does. Ridiculous shot for Jokic off the one leg along the baseline. Derek White, pump fake, sidestep, three over Cam Johnson. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Jokic has it. Knocks it in the air. Shireman knocks it away. Derek White able to recover the loose ball. They kick it out to Shireman. Shireman pump fakes. Driving it down. Step back. Left corner three. He got it to go. Looked like a long two to me, but they're going to give him the three, so we'll give them the three. Jokic has it up top. They get over to Christian Brown. Brown back to Jokic. Jokic on the left wing. He's going to fire away the three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Battle for the rebound. Hauser has it. Here comes Jaylen Brown. 9:30 to go. Brown has it up top. Dancing with it against Christian Brown. Pump fake. Gets it out to Shireman. Shireman dribbling it back up top. Swings it over to Brown. Brown, jab step. Pump fake. Driving to his left. Going through the chest of Jamal Murray. Stops, spins in the lane. Draws the foul and banks it in. Jaylen Brown going to the foul line for one more. Trying to get the three-point play the traditional way. Anthony Novia, what's up, Anthony? Do you think Murray will still do decent despite the minor injury before the game? Jamal Murray, yeah. If Jamal Murray's playing, I suspect he'll be healthy enough to give a decent enough performance here tonight. Jaylen Brown knocks down his and one free throw. Jamal Murray bringing it down. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Shireman. They get over to Jokic. Jokic up top, hands it off to Murray. Murray coming to his left, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson, a straightaway three, wide open. Got it to go for Cam Johnson. And we're tied up at 8. Both teams going back and forth to start. Nice offensive start for both sides. Derek White has it up top. Being switched onto by Strawther. They get over to Hauser, being guarded by Johnson. Back to White. White coming to his left. Christian Brown switches onto him. They get over to Brown, being guarded by Strawther. Swings through to his right, head down to the basket, gets under the rim, shoves it over to Queta. Queta knocks down the little flip shot with the right hand over Jokic. Well contested, didn't matter. Queta, nice soft touch. Jokic bringing it down. He's got Queta in the post, stops. Tries to put up the shot, can't get it to go. Ball knocked out of his hands. He recovers it. Fall away jumper, got it to go for Jokic. He's looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it, but he does get the basket. 8:19 to go. Brown bringing it down the other way. Attacking Cam Johnson off the bounce. Tries to bump Euro. Knocked out of bounds. Brown dives for it and knocks it away. And it's out of bounds off of the Celtics. Great defense from Cam Johnson there. Monty said, fast-paced game. Let's go. Absolutely. And both teams knocking down shots, which is a great sign. Great sign for you, I know. Jokic hands it off to Murray. Murray, the wide open straightaway throw of the handoff. Can't get it to go, but Christian Brown, the offensive rebound, over to Murray. Murray, pass fake, driving it down, up top, Jokic. Pump fakes, driving it down, in the lane, throws up the floater. Nice soft touch, but he can't get the friendly bounce. Rolls off the side of the rim for Jokic, and Queta with the rebound. Brown, hit ahead pass to Hauser. Hauser back out to Brown. Brown up top, coming to his left off the screen. He's got space, mid-range jumper. And an offensive foul on Queta. Holding off Christian Brown. Jaylen Brown didn't want to shoot the shot anyway. He passed it at the last second there. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? I'm delighted you're covering a second game. Last one, too. Thank you. Absolutely, Benzino. We're going to try to cover as many as possible. As long as if it's a good game between two teams that are at least entertaining. I'm going to try to cover it. And try to cover as much basketball as I can. Todd the show. What's up, Todd? Need Boston to win for my Rockets? Boston has been sliding a little bit recently. Murray gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. They are desperate for a good, solid victory today. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic has it up top, being guarded by Vucevic, who subbed in. Jokic going to work, driving to his right, and a foul on Vooch. They're going to the double big lineup with Vucevic and Kada in the game right now, trying to neutralize Jokic a little bit. Ron Tardif, what's up, Ron? From Northmost Maine, shout out to you, Ron. Shout out to you. Naughty Ghost said, I was wondering why Cavs Bucks was tied, and I noticed the Cavs are missing like all their starters. Yeah, Jared Allen, the only starter playing tonight. Cam Johnson misses the right corner three off the inbound. Here come the Celtics pushing it the other way. Derek White has it up top. Swing it out to Shireman. Shireman gets it to Cade in the post, being guarded by Murray. Backing him down, ball knocked out of his hands, and it's going to go back to the Nuggets. Couple of sloppy turnovers here from the Celtics. Good hands from the Nuggets to knock the ball away. Todd said, dang, Bucks won? Nice. That's a good win for the Bucks. Giannis should be returning pretty soon. Murray gets it over to Christian Brown. Brown gets it over to Jokic. Jokic looking for an opening, just fires the straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. Outside of the one-legged circus shot from Jokic, he has been off from three-point range. Jaylen Brown putting his head down, attacking, scoop lay with the right hand against Christian Brown. Got it to go. Nice drive and finish for Jaylen Brown there. Here comes Jokic. 6:30 to go, approaching the halfway point in a very fast-paced game. Have not had a stoppage in play. No timeouts, no fouls. Jokic has it in the post, kicks out to Julian Strawther, a straightaway three. Strawther rattles it in. There you go. Needed a shot to fall. They were getting a little cold there from the perimeter. Jaylen Brown bringing it down, coming to his left off the screen. Foul line pull-up jumper. Gets fouled from behind by Christian Brown. Christian Brown can't believe the call, but Jaylen Brown will go to the foul line for two. We're going to get our first stoppage in play. Speaking of, right on time. Todd said they must have called off the shot. Was there a shot at the buzzer? Anthony said, how was the last game, Sheffy? I missed it, but I made it to this live. Thankfully, appreciate you, Anthony. The last game was fun. It was fun. It kind of went mostly as it should have, and Detroit pulled away a little bit in the third quarter. OKC down like 9 rotation players today. Made a nice spirited comeback, got it to within 2 before Detroit ultimately iced it out, led by Cunningham, obviously. So it was fun. I was happy OKC was able to keep it close, but ultimately it went the way we thought it would. Detroit pulled it off. Joseph Taylor said Cavs played with 1 starter and lost by 2. Yeah, only Jared Allen was the starter in today, who is a play finisher. So definitely a tough one. Let's look at it. We can look at the box score for that one. Spurs beat the Raptors by 3. That was a close game. Ron said Jaylen is fresh. Hope he dominates. Yeah, he didn't play the last game, but he is playing today in Denver. Jared Allen had 27 points, despite the fact no real point guard out there. I mean, they did have Schroeder, who ended up with only 5 assists. But Jared Allen just finding his rhythm. 27 and 11 for Jared Allen. Tyson, 5 for 16 overall and 1 for 6 from 3. That's going to hurt the three-point shooting percentage. Larry Nance Jr. got some playing time. Did not score. Keon Ellis had 14 off the bench. He had 4 threes. As far as the Bucks go, everybody got in on the action. They're awaiting. They're awaiting the return of Giannis. Guys are playing decently well. They're 26 and 31. Now to the run possibility they could get into that play-in and make things interesting. Christian Blaze, what's up, Christian? Vucevic and Pritchard are going to need to combine for at least 30 points for the C's to win this one. Good game regardless. It should be a good game, and those guys are definitely capable of doing that. We'll see. Christian said, this is the first time Vucevic and Kate are on the floor together since the trade. Really? This is the first time to go into the double big? Wow. Captain Massive said, well done last game narrating, by the way, Chef. Appreciate you, Cap. Appreciate you. Cap also said, who do you got on this? And anybody Celtics here, let's go Celtics. Who do I have? I think I'm going to take Denver just because Denver is really desperate for a good win. They have not had a good win in a couple of weeks now. They have not beaten the team over 500 in about 2 weeks, I think, 2.5 weeks. So they are desperate for a good win, and they're at home. Celtics are good, but they don't really have anybody to guard Jokic. Not that anybody has anybody to guard Jokic, but part of the reason why I think they are going to the double big lineup today is because I don't know if they fully trust Vucevic to go one-on-one against Jokic here. So we'll see how it plays out. He has missed a bunch of threes to start the game, so that bodes well for them. I did want to see, somebody mentioned that they waved off a shot at the end. Final play here. Let's go to the play-by-play. If we can get to it, if we can get to it, we can get to it. Let's go back up. Here we go. Cap said a depression in their otherwise good journey. True. They seem to have dropped off a bit. It could just be a little bit lull in the action for sure, but a little bit. I just wanted to see what the end of the game was. Not this. Not whatever this is, ESPN. Not whatever this is. Jaylen Brown's at the foul line for 2. Still got a couple of minutes here to get to this. I just wanted to see the fourth quarter, man. I just wanted to see the fourth quarter. What happened at the end of this game? Here we go. Here we go. Dennis Schroeder misses 2 points. Jared Allen offensive rebound, and I guess a putback. And the Cavaliers ref-initiated review, call of return, and that ended the game. Okay, so Jared Allen had an offensive rebound, a putback, and they waved it off at the end, didn't get it off in time. Gotcha. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Brown did knock down both free throws, and Murray down the lane kicks it out. Christian Brown, the wide open straightaway 3, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball, out of bounds, off of Shireman. So Denver will retain possession. 24 seconds on the clock? No, they only set it to 14. Namar, what's up, Namar? I think the Celtics lose tonight. BK said score predictions for Hornets versus Pacers. I'm not much of a score predictor, but Hornets versus Pacers, that should be a Hornets blowout. Peyton Pritchard picks up a foul since he just came into the game here. 14-13. Under 6 to go. Mola go. What's up, Mola? Go to Nuggets versus Celtics. I got you, brother. I got you. Murray springs it out to Christian Brown. Brown spots up for another 3. He's open. He can't get it to go either. 2 open 3s for Christian Brown. Can't get him to go. He can be an inconsistent 3-point shooter. Brown gets it over to Vucevic. Up top to Pritchard. Pritchard has been on one as of late. He's been playing extremely well. Back in a more traditional role for him as the backup guard. Vucevic in the post, backing down Strother. Kicks it out to Jaylen Brown up top. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Being guarded by Christian Brown. Shot clock winding down. He's going to step back. Pump fake. Puts up the 3. In and out. Can't get it to go. Shireman the offensive rebound. Brown was looking for the offensive for the foul and the 3-point attempt. He didn't get it. So this time he's going to put his head down. Attack. Pump fake. Leans in. A lot of contact. No foul call. He does get the layup to go. Brown, incensed at the no foul call. Screaming at the ref. Doesn't get it. But he does get the layup. Strother off the handoff. A straightaway 3. Hit one earlier. Misses that one. Denver started off early knocking down shots. Now they are going ice cold from everybody. Shireman on the right wing 3 pull up. Can't get it to go. And Denver fight for the loose ball rebound. Fouled on the Denver Nuggets. 16-13 with 4:48 to go. BK said, I like how you interactive you are when you blow up on YouTube. I hope you keep it up. I try to keep it up, brother. It was a lot easier when we had like 30 people in the chat and I could literally respond to every single comment. It's a little bit more difficult now that we have a lot more people coming in. But I try my best to get to every comment. I think there's no reason to stream if you're not going to interact with the community. Pritchard has it up top, being guarded by Tim Hardaway Jr., who just came in. Pritchard coming to his right of the screen, stops, pump fake, sprays it out to Hugo Gonzalez, who just checked in. Straightaway 3 over Murray, comes up short, cleans off the side of the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Ball back to Denver. DeMar said, I think the Celtics lose tonight. They're playing well to start. Nuggets are generating some good open looks. They're just not knocking anything down. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a good defender, despite being a rookie. Murray dancing with it, coming to his left off a Jokic screen, gets the open pull-up three, hits the side of the backboard, doesn't even hit the rim. They get it to Jokic, back to Brown. Brown's going to set his feet and fire from three, and he finally gets one to go for Christian Brown. Oof, they needed it. And a timeout for the Celtics. This is a dangerous game the Celtics are playing tonight by giving up so many open perimeter shots for Denver. Denver does a great job of creating those shots, don't get me wrong, but Boston is going to have to clean up that aspect of the game here tonight. I think they're a little bit lucky getting an off night from Jokic, 2 for 7 from the field. He's getting good open looks. He's not knocking any of them down. Murray 1 for 3 on open looks. Christian Brown had nothing but open looks so far. He's 1 for 2. He should be 1 for 3. That should update. But yeah, if Denver starts knocking down some of these open looks, could get a little iffy for Boston. But I think both teams just kind of warming themselves up into the game right now. CJ said 126 Hornets, 97 Pacers. Yeah, it should be a blowout for the Hornets. Hornets have been one of the 3 best teams, especially post All-Star break, one of the 3 best teams over the past couple of weeks here. Jason said, yeah, called off the Schroeder layup at the end. It was the Schroeder layup. I thought it was I mean, I didn't see the game, so I'll take your word for it. The Fleas, what's going on in the chat today? I mean, this chat is fine. The Detroit fans in the in the Detroit game, those chatters were getting a little weird. Yeah, they were getting weird, man. They were getting weird. We can get this out of here, and we can stay here. So this is the only game on now. Every other game is wrapped up. Bucks beat the Cavs. Rockets beat the Kings. Warriors beat the Grizzlies. Spurs beat the Raptors. And the Pistons beat the Thunder. No upsets. Bucks over Cavs, but the Cavs are missing 4 starters. So no real updates, no real upsets. Everything kind of coming up chalk a little bit here. Russell Garcia, what's up, Russell? Do you think Denver can win? Yes, I do. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Denver in 4th place, like the Knicks, but everyone talks about Denver coming out of the West. So why can't the Knicks come out of the East? They can. I think people would be a little bit more confident in the Knicks if the Knicks had the best player in the NBA. But they don't. Denver does, and I think that's why people are a little bit more confident in Denver. Also, Denver's already won a championship with this core. So it is easier to picture them pulling themselves together come playoff time. DJ JB Money, appreciate you, DJ. Hope you're having a good time tonight, brother. Thank you for the subscription. Christian said, no shade to Julian Strawther, but no Peyton Watson and no Aaron Gordon means the C's should steal this game. Yeah, no Peyton Watson is a big missed player for this team, not just offensively, but also defensively. Same as Aaron Gordon, obviously, who is their 3rd best player, 3rd most important player on this team. They've been missing a majority of the season. And I think it truly could have been a career season for Aaron Gordon this year. He started off with a 50-point game hit. In a game, he hit like 11 threes. I thought this was going to be an all-star level season for Aaron Gordon, and then he goes down with the hamstring, kind of rushes back a little bit, hurts the hamstring again. So I'm hoping Aaron Gordon is going to take his time before he comes back, so we can have a healthy Denver Nuggets playoff run, because they are one of the better teams to watch in the NBA. One of the more fun teams to watch. Stashin', what's up, Stashin'? Has the game started yet? Yes, sir, Stashin', yes, sir. The game has started. We got 4 minutes left to go in the first. It just started. We're still in the first quarter. Benzino said Knicks have the NBA Cup curse. They do. They have that to battle. Boom Pay said, I found Detroit fans highly entertaining. They were a little entertaining, for sure. A little weird, a little entertaining. Ron said, this game is a referendum on the Celtics. It could cement them as serious contenders for the playoffs. Never know. Be healthy, JT. You never know. Yeah, and the report did come out that Jason Tatum is cleared for 5-on-5 practices, for full scrimmages. So he might be right around the corner and coming back. Payne Pritchard pump fake spins and gets fouled by Spencer Jones at the last second there. So just under 4 to go. We're tied at 16. It was a fast-paced start, and, with both teams' offenses ready to go, knocking down shots left and right, and it has really slowed down since. We're tied at 16. Thurston said, what did I miss? Not too much. We're tied at 16. It was a fast-paced start, and it's slowed down since. Payne Pritchard has it up top, being guarded by Brown. Bruce Brown, that is. Pull up, deep straightaway 3, and Payne Pritchard knocks it down. If they're going to get a Payne Pritchard night, it could be a long night for Denver, especially with them struggling from the perimeter here. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? The Knicks going to the playoffs? They're going to the playoffs. We'll see if they can have a fun, deep playoff run this year and ultimately go for that championship. Jokic was settled for the mid-range jumper over Vucevic in and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Here come the Celtics pushing the other way. Pritchard, in and out dribble, come to his right, leaves it off for Vooch. Vooch, cross-court pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez up top to Brown. Brown, coming to his right, off the Vooch screen, lobs it over the top to Vooch, kicks it out to Ron Harper Jr. for a right corner three, can't get it to go. Jokic with the rebound, quick outlet to Christian Brown. Christian Brown one-on-one against Jaylen Brown. Euro steps down the lane and kicks it out. Wide open Hardaway corner three, can't get it to go. Open threes for Denver, not going down here tonight, and it's going to hurt them in the long run. Payne Pritchard up top to Vooch. Vooch swings it out to Jaylen Brown. Brown pump fakes, coming to his right up the screen, driving it down against Spencer Jones, loses the handle, picks it up, off glass, can't get it to go, looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Vooch knocks the rebound out to right to Hardaway, though. Hardaway pushing the other way, leaves it off for Jokic down the lane, Euro step, scoop layup, got it to go for Big Yoke in transition there. Under 3 to go. Payton Pritchard has it up top. 19-18 here. Celtics up by 1. Payton Pritchard up top being guarded by Bruce Brown. Coming to his right off the Vooch screen, high screen. Swings it out to Ron Harper Jr. Extra pass to Hugo Gonzalez. The left corner three, can't get it to go. They will dare Hugo Gonzalez to shoot threes. He can knock him down, but he is inconsistent from that range as a rookie. Jokic bringing it down. Jokic is going to step behind the three-point line and fire another one. He's been off with his jump shot, and he continues to be off with his jump shot off the back rim. Celtics getting really lucky with an off Jokic shooting night. Brown down the lane, swings it out in the corner. Wide open Ron Harper Jr. They don't even go out to contest him. They just give it to him. Jokic with another rebound. He's pushing the pace the other way. Jokic has it up top, spinning off a couple of defenders. Swings it out to Bruce Brown. Catches, pump fakes, pulls it out. Doesn't want to shoot the three to get into Jokic. He's going to look to quickly attack in the post. Flips it up with the right hand. Comes up short but gets the friendly roll as he gets it to go down. Jokic very aggressive looking for a shot tonight. He's already taken 11 shots for 9 points. Jaylen Brown dancing with it. Step back, kicks it out to Ron Harper Jr. Kicks it up top to Vucevic. Vucevic gets it over to Payton Pritchard, dancing around the screen, coming to his right up the screen. Pump fakes, gets it over to Hugo Gonzalez, driving the lane, kicks out to Ron Harper Jr. Extra pass, wide open Jaylen Brown. Excellent ball movement from the Celtics, and Brown knocks down the open three. Home run pass. I think Jokic threw the home run pass there, and nowhere near Bruce Brown, and it goes out of bounds. Ball back to the Celtics. Jokic being uber aggressive to start the game, and it's just not working out for Denver right now. Rory Moore, what's up, Rory? Is Jamal out? Jamal is playing. He was a little questionable coming into the game. He is ultimately going to play. Hasn't done much so far tonight in his first stints. He's on the bench resting right now. They lob it into Ron Harper Jr. Now over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown being guarded by Cam Johnson, who just subbed back in. Brown gets it over to Pritchard. Pritchard pump fakes, ran off the three-point line, driving it down. Pump fake, leans in, pivots, throws up the floater, throws up an air ball. Here comes Jokic pushing it the other way. Bullet pass inside to Tim Hardaway Jr., who just rolls off the side of the rim, doesn't get the layup to go, and the Celtics able to secure the rebound. Ron Harper Jr. bringing it down. This is a terrible offensive first quarter for the Celtics, who just missed open shot after open shot after open shot. If Denver can pull their act together in the second quarter and for the remainder of the game, it could be a long night for the Celtics, but they are escaping this first quarter up by 2. Brown puts up a mid-range number, can't get it to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound. Jokic gets knocked to the floor. Hardaway does secure the rebound, though. Cam Johnson pushing the other way, and Pritchard comes up with a reach-in foul. 25 seconds to go. Monty said, what a terrible quarter. I mean, they're getting open looks. Like that bullet pass inside the Hardaway Jr. for the layup, it was rolling around the rim and ultimately falls off the side. Should have been an easy layup. Should have been 2 points on the board. And it's not just the missed layups, it's the missed wide open threes. Just a tough night for Denver right now. What's up, Yer? Jokic need people that can shoot around them. Where's MPJ? Oh, forgot the dummies traded him. I mean, they do have people who can shoot around them. Murray, Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Jokic himself can shoot. And they have not, nobody's knocked down shots today. Not Jokic, not Murray, not Hardaway. And another foul. Hugo Gonzalez picks up a foul. They're in the bonus. That's just 2 free points. It's a bad foul from the rookie there. Monty said, my 225 gone, man. Yeah, it's tough to recover after this first quarter. It looked like it was looking good to start the game, Monty. Both sides were knocking down shots. And they just both went ice cold. GG said, I'm confident that Brown is putting Popovich putting a Popovich right now? Mike Brown? Remember how Pop had everyone fooled, the Spurs smoked everyone and won? I don't really remember that one, brother. But I guess I see what you're saying. Captain Massive said, don't get Pritchard started, Denver. He played really well the other evening. Yep, he's coming off a great game the other night. Yours said, please, Aaron Gordon, hurry up and come back, please. We need you. They do need him, but I wouldn't test that hamstring. He tried to rush back the first time. Hardaway splits the free throws. Derek White will bring it down. They have more than enough time to get a decent shot up here. 5 seconds to go. They get over to Pritchard. Pritchard driving to his left, throws a lob up top to Cada, and Cada lays it up and in. Great offense for Boston there. Hardaway doesn't get the three-quarters court heave off in time, and that would be the end of our first quarter here. 24-21. 24-21, and is Jokic out of the game? They pulled Jokic out of the game. He is 4 for 11 from the field for 9 points. He took 5 threes, I think, in that first quarter. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it real quick. You said only 22 points by both teams in the first 12 and 12 basketball players can score that. Drizzo, what's up, Drizzo? Denver is in contenders because of Cam Johnson. I think they are contenders because of Aaron Gordon. And also Payne Watson. 2 really important players they're missing. Risky Shorts with the Risky Shorts. What's your score prediction? I don't know why people ask for score predictions. It is almost impossible to predict score predictions in a basketball game. I don't really have one. I think Denver's going to win, though. Drizzo said they need MPJ. I think they need their guys that are on the roster to play better. Yeah, Jokic took 5 threes. When was the last time Jokic took 5 threes in a quarter? He's 1 for 5 from 3. I don't know what is the mindset with Jokic being uber aggressive in terms of taking shots, but he's 4 for 11 from the field. Not the greatest first quarter from Nikola Jokic. He's got 9, 5, and 3. That's what a not so great first quarter looks like for Jokic. 9, 5, and 3. That's where we're at with him. But yeah, I didn't love his shot selection. He got good open looks, but when the jump shot's not falling, maybe stop taking the jump shot. The Flea said gambling addiction is why they ask. You can't predict the score in NBA basketball. Like, these are 2 highly potent offensive teams, and they scored a total of 45 points in the first quarter. Like, that is terrible. That's terrible. This is well below average scoring for any team in the league, let alone 2 of the most high-powered offensive teams in the league. Benzino said 113, 112 Boston. We'll see. Yura said, I'd be forgetting Peyton Watson hurt. Yeah, Peyton Watson, who's having a breakout year, is also hurt. Kenny with the subscription. Appreciate you, Kenny. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Naughty Goes. What's up, Naughty Goes? Denver seems to be falling off the season. Could be the start of a multi-year slide. They're just not healthy, brother. I don't think it's an indication of anything with the Denver Nuggets right now. I think it's just almost entirely health. Spencer Jones played 5 minutes, didn't really do much. Tim Hardaway Jr. in his 5 minutes, missed everything. 0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. Also missed a free throw, not great. 2 rebounds and an assist, though, for him. Bruce Brown in 4 minutes didn't do much. Didn't do anything. Did have an assist, but that's about it. So they're just going to need guys to step up. Overall, they are 4 for 15 from 3. They took 15 first quarter threes. That's a lot. That's a lot of threes. They're going to have to diversify their offense right now. They are getting good looks, but if the jump shot's not falling, you got to find other ways to be impactful offensively. Find other ways to score some baskets, which they can. They can absolutely do that. They have the players and the firepower to do so. Omar Todman, what's up, Omar? Blessings to you, brother. Blessings to you. Harsh Shalerkud? What's up, Harsh? I want Sam Hauser to score 10 points. Can he do it? Sure, he can do it. Notre Dame fan. What's up, Notre Dame fan? I took the Celtics tonight. How we looking? I mean, it's a rock fight so far to start, which is not what you would think coming into this game with 2 of the most high-powered offenses in the league. But it has been a rock fight so far. Neither team consistently knocking down shots. Valanciunas is in the game. Here we go, start of the second quarter. Cam Johnson down the lane, throws up the floater against Derek White, gets blocked from behind, but he does secure the loose ball to get it out to Bruce Brown. Down the lane, throws up the high floater, can't get it to go, rattles in and out, and here comes Payton Pritchard. Again, more wide open looks for the Denver Nuggets there, and they couldn't knock anything down. Naslan said Celtics look great as usual. I don't know. They've been kind of middling, same as the Nuggets, but Derek White knocks down a floater there, and they're up by 5. Here comes Bruce Brown bringing it down, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas has it up top, hands it off to Bruce Brown, driving to his right, kicks it out to Spencer Jones, wide open right corner 3, can't get that one to go. And the open threes continue to misfire here from Denver. They are not bashful about putting them up. I mean, you kind of got to, right? But they are not knocking anything down. Derek White a 3, and he responds with a 3 of his own. He said, this is how you do it. 8-point lead for Boston now, and they're getting cooking, and Denver continues to slide. 7-0 run for the Celtics. And they get it over to Bruce Brown, over to Valanciunas up top in the high post. Valanciunas leaves it off for Hardaway, mid-range jumper for Hardaway, knocks it down, and the foul for Tim Hardaway Jr. Foul on Jordan Walsh, trying to trail him. He's going to go to the foul line for one free throw here. Harsh said, thank you, man. You're so quick to respond. I like your stream. Appreciate you, Harsh. Appreciate you. I try. Sometimes we get a lot of people in the stream, like a lot of people, like 400, 500, 600 people, and so it's hard to get every chat, but I try to get every chat. If you're not interacting with your chat, what are you live for? Just record by yourself and upload the video later. Derek White off the handoff, driving it down in the lane, shoves it over to Keita for the two-handed slam. Denver's defense falling apart a little bit here. A couple of times in a row, the Celtics easily generating wide open looks under the rim. Really good offense for Boston. Denver generating good open looks, but if the jump shot's not falling, you got to go to the basket. Hardaway kicks out to Valanciunas. He's going to set on fire the 3. He's going to come up short. But he's going to get the friendly bounce off the front of the rim and it goes down. Okay. You can also do that as well. Get a friendly shooter's roll. Derek White up top, being guarded by Spencer Jones, applying some good pressure there. Derek White driving to his left, looking for a foul call. Good physical defense from Jones, over to Keita, back to White. White draws the foul, and Spencer Jones foul on the floor. Sideline out of bounds for the Celtics. Derek White utilizing that aggressive defense from Spencer Jones to draw the foul, knowing he's going to run right into him, trying to deny him the ball. Excellent, smart play from Derek White there. Benzino said, I wish Derek White and Anthony Black played together. the white to black connection, the black to white connection. Payton Pritchard has it up top, attacking to his right against Jones down the lane. Gets blocked by Spencer Jones out of bounds. It'll stay here with Boston. RLP, the real chosen one. What's up, RLP? Just started watching your streams the other night, Chef. Love your game breakdown. Appreciate you, RLP. I try. I know a little something. I don't know a lot, but I know a little. Payton Pritchard down the lane, kicks out to Keita. He's going to step behind the three-point line if he knocks that down. He comes up short. But tipped up and in by Sam Hauser. That Keita 3 did not look bad, I'll tell you that. It didn't look bad. He had to put it up with the shot clock winding down, but it did not look bad. He's clearly working on it. Bruce Brown has it up top, being guarded by Hauser. Over the top pass to Hardaway, driving it down in the lane, leans in, draws the foul on Jordan Walsh. That's 2 quick fouls on Walsh. Hardaway back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Winnatuna Studio. What's up, Winnatuna? Who do you think is going to win this game? I gotta go with Denver. As a Knicks fan, I gotta root for Boston's downfall, obviously, right? But Denver is desperate for a good win. So I do think, trying to be objective, I do think Denver needs a good win. And so I also don't think it's coincidence. Jokic comes out as aggressive as he does, knowing that his team needs a good win. I think he's just coming out and being like, all right, I'm going to do what I can. Drizzo said, are you inspired by any play-by-play commentators? Mostly Mike Breen and Clyde Frazier. Grew up as a Knicks fan, obviously, so watching the MSG broadcast, I got to listen to the legendary Hall of Famer Mike Breen all the time as the home commentator, who is also the ESPN and ABC commentator for the national games. But also getting to listen to Clyde Frazier and his isms was definitely inspirational. A step back 3 for Derek White. Got it to go. And Derek White is hooping tonight so far. Hardaway did split the free throws. He did knock down both. Yet again splitting the free throws. Down the lane is Bruce Brown to kick it out to Spencer Jones. A 3 for Spencer Jones, and he got it to go. He answers back with a 3 of his own. All right, now we're getting back and forth affairs. Back to a 5-point game, 36-31. Under 9 to go. Forgot to restart the timer. Get it out to Hauser. Hauser a 3. He can't get it to go. Valanciunas with a strong rebound, but knocked out of his hands by Jordan Walsh. Saves it out to Cam Johnson. Good effort from Valanciunas and Walsh. A pull-up 3 for Hardaway. Don't love that shot. Just go to the rim. Off the backboard, he can't get it to go. Cam Johnson with the rebound. Gets it out to Hardaway. Now we'll slow it down. Should have went to the basket instead of shooting that 3, Hardaway. Hardaway has it up top to get over to Cam Johnson. Attacking to his left. Spins to his right. Fall away mid-range shot. Got it to go. They wave off the basket, but a foul on Neemias Queta, who can't believe the foul call. I think you got to count that basket. The Flea said Craig Sager with a chef twist. I do love Craig Sager. I do love me some Craig Sager. But he wasn't really a commentator. He was a sideline reporter. Todd the Show said, I think Jaylen Brown wants the MVP. Then he's got a lot of work to do because he's not going to win it. He is probably 5th or 6th on the ballot. Bruce Brown fires a left corner 3, can't get it to go. They tip it out, back out to Hardaway, though, for an open 3, can't get it to go. Spencer Jones battling for the loose ball rebound. He gets fouled, and the Nuggets continue to not be able to knock down anything. But they are battling on the glass, saving multiple possessions here. Boston really struggling the rebound right now. Spencer Jones killing them on the glass. Captain Massive said, I am a Knicks fan. Denver needs something to perk them up. Win, 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 win. Yeah, they need a good win. They need a good win against a good team. Cam Johnson has it up top. Dancing with it with the shot clock winding down, being guarded by Pritchard to the rim. Gets swatted out of there by Queta, but right to Bruce Brown for a 3. He can't get it to go. Battle on the glass, and Cam Johnson knocks it out to Hardaway. Hardaway gets it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Hardaway. Hardaway dancing with it, coming to his left, back out to Johnson. Pick and pop 3 for Cam Johnson. Got it to go for Cam Johnson. There you go, and a timeout for the Celtics. They had about 4, 5, 6 opportunities on that end of the court there. The Celtics just could not grab a rebound, and a timeout for the Celtics should help them reset a little bit here. Yuri said, is that Jaylen Brown's team or Jason Tatum's team? As of right now, it's Jaylen Brown's team, without a shadow of a doubt. Not until Tatum comes back and proves that he can be Tatum again. Tyler Culberson, what's up, Tyler? Bucks going to be the only underdogs winners of the day? Probably. I don't think there's an underdog in this game tonight. Maybe the Celtics, because they are on the road in Denver, and Denver's a tough place to play. But they're fully healthy, while the Nuggets are down Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson. So I think that probably evens the matchup out a little bit. So I don't want to necessarily say there's an underdog here tonight. So that won't change. No matter who wins, I don't think that'll change the statement that, yeah, I think the Bucks are the underdog winner. But also in that game, Cavs down 4 starters. So were the Bucks really the underdog in that game? Todd the Show said, I'd say Jaylen Brown means more to this team than any other player. Oof, brother. You should watch the Pistons with no Cade Cunningham. You should watch the Nuggets with no Jokic. It's tough out there. It's tough out there. I don't know about that. Benzino said, who's better for Denver, MPJ or Cam Johnson? Probably MPJ. But there are extenuating circumstances as to why it was time for Denver to move on from MPJ. Drain Cataran, what's up, Drain? Anthony, Jaylen Brown isn't going to play a lot, probably due to high risk of hurting his knee again. We'll see. We'll see. It looked like he played a normal amount of minutes in the first quarter. We'll see if maybe he's got some limited minutes here and there as the game goes on. Kurt Calixte, what's up, Kurt? Steph Curry the best? Shout out old man Steph Curry. Drain said, remember me? I do remember you, brother. I do remember you. I remember the name. This is also part of the reason of why I try to call out every name I see in the chat. Because if you say it out loud and you read it, pretty good chance I remember. I remember your name, brother. AP, what's up, AP? Todd the Show said, is Tatum playing this year? Boston was supposed to suck this year. I don't think Boston was supposed to suck this year. I think Boston was looked at to maybe be like a 5 or a 6 seed, supposed to be like a halfway decent team. I don't ever think they were supposed to suck. I think that I don't think you have watched the Celtics the past couple of years if you think they were going to suck just because they were going to miss Tatum. They definitely weren't supposed to be the 2 seed, so they have definitely overperformed this year, outplayed their expectations for sure. But I don't think they were ever supposed to suck. Here said nobody thought Boston was going to be bad. Yeah, I don't think anybody thought Boston was going to be bad. They were definitely still looked at to be a playoff team for sure. The only question was like, okay, are they going to be a play-in team or are they going to be a playoff team? Are they going to be in the top 6? And they have outperformed the expectations. I thought they were going to be around 4, 5, 6 area. And instead, they're 2. They're 2 battling maybe even for 1. We'll see how the season goes for both the Celtics and the Pistons. TLI Academy. What's up, Academy? G4, what's up, G4? Back again. Yes, sir. Back like we never left. Here we go. Boston bringing it down. It's a 2-point game, 36-34. Derek White has it on the right wing. You get it to Vucevic in the post. Being guarded by Bruce Brown. Directing traffic. Sees 2 defenders. Cross-court pass to Shireman. Pass fake, taking the baseline. Throws up the floater. Comes up short. Battling for his own loose ball. Bruce Brown knocks it away. But a loose ball foul. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate JP. Said Boston had a fantastic year. This version of the Celtics are the 94 Bulls. A little bit. Right? The Jordan retirement year. A little bit of that. FF2 said, what time is it for you? It is 10:55 p.m. We are about to hit 11 p.m. We'll definitely go past midnight here tonight. Shireman gets it into Derek White. Derek White up top, dancing with it. 2-point lead for the Celtics. Lob it over the top to Brown. Over to Vucevic in the corner. 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound for Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson bringing it down. Johnson has it up top, coming to his left. Being guarded by Derek White. They get it over to Christian Brown. Being guarded by Kada. Hands it off to Cam Johnson. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Cam Johnson. Too strong, can't get it to go. Valanciunas, the offensive rebound, and they continue to struggle on the glass, even with Vucevic in the game now. Valanciunas being guarded by Vooch. Drop step hook. Got it to go over the left shoulder for Jonas Valanciunas. We're tied at 36. They go over to Brown. Brown up top. They get it over to Derek White. Left wing 3 for White. Got it to go for Derek White. Derek White is having himself a night so far. Helping keep the Celtics alive here as they have struggled to defend the Nuggets. Brown has it up top. Christian Brown gets it over to, or Bruce Brown gets it over to Christian Brown. He settles for the 3, comes up well short. Vucevic with the rebound. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Too many Browns in the game today. Too many Browns. I got to call out the first names. Jaylen Brown up top, dancing with it against Bruce Brown. Gets his pocket picked twice, and then it's out of bounds off of Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown wants a challenge. He is screaming for a challenge. I think it's off of Bruce Brown. Oh, no. They're going to use their challenge. They're going to use their challenge here. Listen to me, dude. What's up, listen to me, dude? He said, I told y'all Celtics winning. We'll see, brother. It's a 3-point game. It's a back-and-forth affair. It's a very good one. Bruce Brown picks the pocket of Jaylen Brown multiple times. Oh, he does. He kicks it out of bounds. Jaylen Brown, it's off his foot. Ball's going to go back to the Nuggets here. Kurt said Brown's going to have a backache after this one. What was his injury, Kurt? What was he questionable with? What does he miss the last couple of games with? AB said the 94 Bulls had a great year with Scottie Pippen and leading the team. Yep. Before ultimately losing in the playoffs, which will likely be the case with the Celtics team. But we'll see. Maybe they get their Jordan back. Maybe Tatum does come back. Todd the show said, I could care less about the Celtics. I just think Brown was grossly disrespected by a lot of NBA fans. Like a good two-way player. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did have a reason for that. He came up very short in the playoffs for a couple of years in a row. But he should have put a lot of those discussions away by ultimately winning Finals MVP and having a very fantastic playoff run to ultimately help his team win the championship, right? I think the thing with Jaylen Brown is, unfortunately, he just plays with a better version of himself on the team. Jason Tatum is better in almost every way. Better defender, better rebounder, better playmaker, better scorer, better shooter. But Jaylen Brown is definitely making a case for himself this year. So maybe we'll have to come back to that conversation. We'll have to come back to that conversation when Jason Tatum comes back. And number one, what he looks like, and number two, if he can get back to the Jason Tatum we saw before. Benzino says, was trading Anthony Simons to the Bulls smart? I don't know. This is the first this is the second or third Celtics game we're watching since the Vucevic trade. I think this is the third one we're watching since the Vuce trade. So Celtics fans just going to have to let me know, how's Vuce look so far? How's that look? I've never been a very big fan of Vucevic at all. How is he fitting in so far with the Celtics? I don't think that was a very good trade, but I get it. It gives him some big man depth. It gives him the ability to go back to the old tried and true 5-man out lineup. But I haven't watched enough of Vooch on this team. His deficiencies doesn't seem like the kind of thing that should be synergistic with the way the Celtics want to play. But they are trying out the double big lineup here tonight. So AB said Cleveland lost tonight. Cleveland did lose tonight, AP. They didn't play 4 of their 5 starters. Also, James Harden is out with something is hurt on his hand. I think he broke his thumb or something like that. B4G, what's up, B4? Kata just stopped grabbing boards, huh? Everybody wearing a Celtics jersey just stopped grabbing rebounds so far tonight. Fung Pei said I was afraid of a healthy Jason Tatum. We'll see. Normally, it's a year of recovery and then about a half year to a year of back on the court before you finally start to resemble the guy you were before the injury. So we'll see if he can get back, even if he does get back on the court, what he looks like and what kind of version of Jason Tatum he is. Is he a shell of himself trying to shake off the rust and get back to it, or what? Rob Tay, what's up, Rob? Hey, just subscribed and got off work. Keep grinding. Appreciate you, Rob. Hope you're having yourself a good time tonight, man. Thank you. Bruce Brown bringing it down. And we are past the halfway point in this second quarter. 3-point lead for Boston, 39-36. Jokic is back in, being guarded by Vooch. Leaning in, hook shot with the right hand, got it to go. And he continues to be uber aggressive with the ball in his hands, continuously looking for his own shot. You get these rare nights from Jokic where, for whatever reason, he decides, I'm going to be a scorer tonight. So we have one of those nights here tonight. Derek White turns it over, hit a head pass to Bruce Brown, down the lane, scoop play with the right hand, can't get it to go. A terrible drive from Bruce Brown. Some not very good decisions from Bruce Brown tonight. Here comes Jaylen Brown bringing it down against Bruce Brown. Down the lane, leans in, layup with the right hand, can't get it to go, fight for the loose ball, knocked out to Julian Strawther. Strawther 2-on-1 fast break again, leaves it off for Bruce Brown, gets fouled by Ron Harper, who hits the floor hard. He'll pop back up. And Bruce Brown will go to the foul line for 2, and Denver could retake the lead here with 5:20 to go. Gobo Dom, what's up, Gobo Dom? Happy to see you again. He said Jokic plays DPS today. He is looking to do damage. He for sure is. Let me blow my nose real quick. Hold on, guys. Much better. Much better. Jokic with 11 points on 12 shot attempts. He is putting them up there. Bruce Brown does knock down both of his free throws. It is 39-40, 5:20 to go. Ron Harper Jr. has it up top. Hands it off to Derek White. Derek White back up top to Ron Harper Jr. Straightaway 3. Comes up short. They're daring that man to shoot. Bruce Brown tried to knock it over to Zeke Naji, but he can't get it to go. Derek White kicks it out. Ron Harper Jr. Another open 3 and another missed 3. Christian Brown skies for a rebound over Vucevic. Here comes Julian Strawther. Strawther gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Faces up. Thinking about a 3. Now hands it off to Christian Brown. They go under the screen. Christian Brown's going to drive it in. Kicks it back out to Jokic. Catches. Pump fake. Leans in. Draws the foul on Ron Harper Jr. He's going to the foul line for 3 free throws. Unless he stepped in and they're going to give him 2. Relic. What's up, Relic? So I think that's 3 free throws for Jokic. Let's see the replay. Does he step in? Yeah, he steps in. That's 2 free throws for Jokic. Captain Maston said, this is a fun game, which I could see it too. Would have more input for us all, we the basketball fans. Yeah, all these, we talked about it with the streaming services. Jokic misses a free throw. He is not, that shot is not working for him tonight, man. Daniel Dash. What's up, Daniel Dash? Jokic misses 2 free throws. He is off tonight. Something's wrong with Jokic. That he got to recalibrate that jump shot. Brown has it on the left wing. Jaylen Brown, that is. Brown coming to his right, off the Vucevic screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Jokic. Can't get it to go. Zeke Naji with the rebound. Zeke Naji getting minutes, by the way. Here comes Bruce Brown bringing it down. Being guarded by Shireman. Bruce Brown gets it out to Jokic. Jokic on the right wing. Hands it off to Strother. Strother driving it down along the baseline. Kicks it out to Bruce Brown. Wide open left corner 3. Bruce Brown can't get it to go. Both teams misfiring on wide open shots here tonight. My goodness. Jaylen Brown hands it up top. Has it up top. Hands it off to Derek White. Derek White dancing with it against Strother. Down the lane. Leans in. Draws the foul. Can't get the floater to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Blaine the Cool to Blaine. How you doing today? I'm doing good. Blaine, how you doing? Tyler said Ron Harper is selling for Boston. He is matching Jokic for miss on these open looks. So I think it's working out for both sides, where neither team can just knock down their open looks, man. It is rough out there for both. Both teams running really good offense to generate good open looks, and neither team knocking them down with consistency at all. Kurt said Jokic disappointing today. Yeah, it's tough out there. Nikki, what's up, Nikki? Happy to see you again. What's going on with Brunson? Is he a shell of himself? No, just a little bit of a downstretch for JB. He'll be all right. Naughty Go said something has been wrong with Joker all season. That's what I've been saying. His stats are highly misleading. I mean, they are 36 and 22, and they've dealt with massive injuries to their roster. So I think they're fine. Strother down the lane gets caught in the air, and Payne Pritchard able to come over and get the steal. Payne Pritchard has it up top to get over to Jaylen Brown. Brown gets it out to Shireman. Shireman in the right corner 3, wide open. He can't get it to go. More missed open threes. Vucevic, the offensive rebound, though, gets it out to Jaylen Brown. Euro steps past Jokic. Lefty layup gets swatted out of there by Zeke Naji, who came from the weak side over the back of Jokic to get the 3 to go, to get the block. And Jokic has it, kicks it out to Julian Strother. Strother's 2 for 2 from 3. Now 2 for 3 as he misses that one. Pritchard comes over for the weak side rebound. Payne Pritchard bringing it down left side of the court. Gets it over to Jaylen Brown. Brown gets it out to Derek White on the right wing. They run him off the line. He's driving to his left in the mid-range, and they say he was out of bounds when he tried to drive it out of the wing. Ball's going to go back to Denver, 41-40. A very low-scoring game for some highly powered offenses here. My goodness. Benzino said, I don't know why I like Jordan Walsh so much. They still call him the dumpster. I like Jordan Walsh, too. I like them coming out of an off-ball foul on Hauser. I like them coming out of college in his draft. I was really hoping the Knicks would be able to draft him. They didn't. He goes to Boston. Another late drafted player that I can't root for because he goes to a rival team. Maxey, Jordan Walsh, McCain. Ultimately, now I can root for McCain again. But, oof. Zeke Naji misses a free throw. That's 3 straight missed free throws for the Nuggets. 2 by Jokic, now 1 by Naji. My goodness. Monty, what's up, Monty? Everybody's missing. Nobody can knock anything down. I3, what's up, I3? You can tell when players are gambling, the weird, bad shooting, a lack of aggression clearly shows. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Weird, bad shooting. I don't know if you've ever played basketball, brother, but there are some days where you just can't hit anything, and there are some days where you can't miss. Ricardo Landeros, what's up, Ricardo? Is Murray injured? Murray was on the injury report. He is playing today. Zeke Naji misses both free throws. This is a disgusting shooting performance from both teams, but mostly the Nuggets. My goodness. We'll look at it come halftime. We have under 3 minutes to go here. Vucevic has it up top. Just spots up for the open 3. He comes up short. Long rebound over to Zeke Naji. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic bringing it down. Has it up top. Hands it off to KJ Simpson is in the game. He puts up the floater, can't get it to go. I guess Murray's out for the rest of the game. We have not seen him in the second quarter here. Now we got KJ Simpson minutes, so. Sixers legend, by the way. They get it over to Jaylen Brown, being guarded by Christian Brown. Step back, fall away, foul line jumper. Got it to go for Jaylen Brown. A tried and true go-to shot for him. Here comes Simpson. Gets it over to Christian Brown, over to Jokic. Jokic has it up top. Thinks about a three. He's been off from three-point range all night. Christian Braun thinking about a three. He's been off. Christian Braun recovers a loose ball after he mishandled it. They catered out to Signaji a three. In and out. He can't get it to go. This is a terrible shooting performance from both sides. My goodness. I thought we were going to be in store for some beautiful offensive basketball. And honestly, the offense has been good. They're generating good open looks from both sides. Neither team could just consistently knock down shots here tonight. They get over to Jaylen Brown up top, being guarded by Christian Braun. Jaylen Brown backing him down. And a foul on Christian Braun, I think. Namar said, play Mo Diawara on Friday. I hope they do. John Wall, we got John Wall in the chat. What's up, John Wall? Murray on my ban list now. How do you get sick? Naughty Go said, what's the Knicks record against Boston this season, by the way? They are 2-1, I believe. The Knicks have won 2 out of the 3 games, I think, right? They get it into Derek White. Derek White gets it over to Vucevic. Back to Derek White. White coming to his left off a Vuce screen. Double clutch pull-up three. Comes up well short. Long rebound. Christian Braun has it. Hit ahead to Cam Johnson, who's going to stop and pop for a three, and he's going to knock it down. Cam Johnson getting it going today, at least. That's his 3rd made 3 tonight. Payne Pritchard bringing it down. We're tied at 43. 1:20 to go in the first half here. Pritchard has it up top. We're tied. Tied at 43. Pritchard coming to his left off the screen. KJ Simpson trailing. They get over to Vooch. Vooch driving it down. Tries to kick it out to Hauser. Knocked out of bounds by Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson having a nice night tonight. Both offensively and defensively. Yer said, bro, this game is so boring. They just need to knock down some shots, man. It's getting brutal out there with the shot making. Vucevic, a deep straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Derek White, the offensive rebound, and gets the putback at least. Here comes Christian Braun. Christian Braun gets to the Jokic in the post, being guarded by Vucevic. Directing traffic. Spins off of Vooch. Goes along the baseline. Floater. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Nikola Vucevic will send Nikola Jokic to the foul line for 2 free throws. Nikola on Nikola. Crime right there. We're under a minute to go. 48 seconds exactly. Benzino said these teams are perfect for each other. If one team were just knocking down an average amount of shots, they would be running away with this game right now. With the way both teams are shooting, it is at least an even matchup. Jokic actually knocked down a shot. He knocks down a free throw. He's got one more coming. Yer said Nuggets don't look like contenders. I wouldn't be too concerned about this performance, this stretch here from Denver. They'll be fine, brother. They'll be fine. Naughty Ghost said, this game is on track for less than 200 unless someone picks it up in the second half. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jokic does knock down both free throws. Maybe getting back on track with that shooting form. Derek White has it up top. Gets it over to Jaylen Brown. Brown being guarded by Bruce Brown. Coming to his right. Slips and falls. Bruce Brown picks it right out of his pocket. Hit ahead to Tim Hardaway Jr. for the two-handed slam for Timmy. And Denver goes up by 2. Bruce Brown has been absolutely hounding Jaylen Brown all night long. Little reminiscent of their matchup in the finals a couple of years ago, in which Jaylen Brown really struggled. Mid-range, gets caught in the air, didn't want to take that shot. A 3 for Derek White, and he knocks it down. Derek White and Cam Johnson, the only 2 players tonight to actually knock down the three-point shot consistently. And it's 48-47. Jokic walking it down the other way. He'll hold it for what should be the final shot of the quarter here. My timer's a little bit off. 5 seconds to go. Jokic. They leave him open. He'll put up the straightaway 3. He'll come up short. And he continues to be terrible from three-point range. Pritchard put up the half-court heave. Can't get it to go. And that would be the end of the first half. 48-47. Ooh. Not for 2 highly powered offenses to both be under 50 points in the first half. My goodness, what a struggle it has been to come by points tonight. Let's look at it. Jokic, 13 shot attempts for 13 points is, oof. Let's go right into it. Sam Hauser, 12 minutes, 2 points. It's only taken 1 3. Let's look at the team stats first, because now I'm interested in the shooting stats, more so than the box scores. Field goal percentage for the Celtics is 41. For the Nuggets, it's 34. Oh my goodness. What is 16 for 47 from the floor is putrid. They have hit 8 threes so far, which is crazy, but 8 for 29 for 28% is bad. Same with the Celtics, 7 for 24 for 29% is bad, really bad. Free throws, 5 free throws for the Celtics, 13 for the Nuggets. They are winning the free throw battle. They are also winning the possession battle, 47 to 44, so there's that. Yours said it's like a 1v1 Derek White versus Cam Johnson. And that's not what people came for. So not a great game so far in terms of the stars showing up. Machok, what's up, Machok? Nice game, all close scores. I mean, it is a good game in the sense that both teams are going back and forth here. Neither team able to build too much of an advantage, which is always fun, which is nice. But I would like some more shot making from our high-powered offenses here tonight. Would like some more shot making for sure. Christian, Blyce, right? Christian, what's up, Chris? LOL, basically Denver should be up by 15. I mean, we can make the argument for both sides. 41% from the field for the Celtics, 35. Well, Denver is shooting it significantly worse. 34% is putrid, and 28% from 3, 29% from 3 is not good. I will say the quality of shots that Denver has gotten, I think, has been a little bit higher. Also, Jokic just Blaze, gotcha. Christian Blaze, gotcha, brother. I'll remember for forever now. Foong Pei said it didn't feel like 29 threes were chugged. I would have spammed something. Kenny Tran said Jamal Murray out with illness. Yes, he started the game, tried to give it a go, was not very effective, probably felt terrible, so he is out the remainder of the game. But even from the free throw line, they're 7 for 13, 54%. Like, nothing is going down for Denver tonight. Nobody has the touch, except for Cam Johnson a little bit. We'll look at the box scores, though. Rebounding-wise, 28 to 24, the Celtics are winning the rebounding battle. Large part of that has to do with the amount of defensive rebounds available because of all the missed shots. 28 rebounds in the first half is crazy because of all the missed shots. Cash, Wayla Celebrity Cuts. What's up, Cash? I want to bet 2,000 on the Celtics. What do you think? Your money, your decision, brother. Tyler said, don't put 2,000 on the C's. Denver got it. We'll see. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? Cavs lose and the Knicks still in the third seed. Yeah. Technically, they are in the third seed. Yes, they are half a game ahead of them now in the standings. Todd the Show said offensive boards keep Denver in it and no turnovers. No turnovers? 2 turnovers. Yeah, very low turnovers. 2 turnovers for Denver. Doing a really good job of that. They started the fourth. Bruce Brown started to apply some pressure to Jaylen Brown, forcing him into some turnovers. 7 turnovers for him. Are they winning the possession battle, did we say? They are winning the possession battle 47 to 44, which is, in a rock fight like this tonight, could go a long way. They are heaving it up from 3. They've taken 5 more threes than the Celtics, which is saying something because the Celtics are known as the team in the NBA who will just chuck up threes. So that's saying something that Denver is throwing up some threes here tonight. The Incarnate, what's up, Incarnate? Denver should edge this one out. I think so, too. If they can, it's hard to shoot it any worse. It's possible. Don't get it twisted. It is possible to shoot it any worse. But it's hard. It will be hard to shoot it any worse in the second half here for Denver. They had a multitude of open looks for really solid, really good shooters, and they couldn't knock anything down. 6 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, 9 for the Nuggets. They are beating them on the offensive glass, beating them up pretty good on the offensive glass here tonight so far. 9 offensive rebounds already is a lot in this game. They are getting killed on the defensive glass, like we said. That's mostly because of all the misses so far. She squealed. What's up, she? Jokic grabbing fat boards. Yeah, we'll go through the box scores in a second here. Incarnate said they will go on a run out of nowhere. If they can knock down their threes, they would have gone on a run earlier. But yeah, I tend to agree. Monty said 70-plus third quarter. Both teams need to knock down shots for sure. Assists 10 to 13, steals 1 to 2, blocks 3 to 2. So pretty much everything else pretty even, except for the turnovers, 7 to 2 there, in favor of the Nuggets with only 2 turnovers. Points in the paint 20 to 14, so about even, in favor of the Celtics, but only 14 points in the paint for the Nuggets is not great. Benzino said double overtime. It's already 11:20 p.m. here for me, brother. If we got double overtime and I got to stay up well into the night, after already covering the first game here tonight? Oh, man. I will say the Celtics have led. This is usually a pretty good indicator of who ends up winning the game. The Celtics have led for 65% of the game tonight. They've held the lead majority of the night. Denver has only led for 12% of the time. Obviously, doesn't equal 100. That just means that it was tied the other amount of time. So Boston actually has held the lead majority of the night so far. We'll see if Denver can knock down some shots and overcome this. Jump shot's not going to go down every time. You're going to have to find other ways to pull off these wins. And Denver more than capable of figuring it out. So is Boston, though. This is why this is a good matchup. We are not getting the game we thought we would, but it is a good matchup. So let's go through the box scores. Derek White, the leading scorer in the game with 18. He's 6 for 9 from the field. Not all of them. He's 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 6 from three-point range for Derek White for 18 first-half points. Also 2 for 2 from the foul line. 4 boards, 2 assists. Does have the 2 turnovers, but he also has 2 blocks. And also 3 offensive rebounds. 3 of his 4 rebounds on the offensive glass. Derek White has kept them above water here tonight. He scored 18 of their 48 points. My goodness. Jaylen Brown not too far away. 14 points, but on significantly less efficient in getting his baskets. 5 for 12 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point range. He is 3 for 3 from the foul line, 5 boards, 2 assists, but he does also have 3 turnovers, so that's not great. Baylor Shireman, 12 minutes. He did knock down a 3 earlier in the game to start it in the first quarter, And that's pretty much it. 3 points, 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point range, a rebound, and nothing else to contribute for Baylor Shireman here tonight. Nikola Vucevic came off the bench, 15 minutes, 0 points for Vuce. All 3 of his shot attempts coming from three-point range. He does have 7 rebounds, though. He is helping out on the glass, so that's nice. Payne Pritchard, 3 points. His only made shot was a 3-point make when he first came into the game. But he's 1 for 3 overall. He does have 3 rebounds, 3 assists, helping out in that regard. But ultimately, they need a little bit more help there. We got Ron Harper. In his 5 minutes, 0 for 4 from 3. They are leaving this brother open. They're like, hey, Ron Harper, you want wide open threes? Go ahead. Try us. Try us. We are not even going to guard you out on the three-point line. And he has missed wide open corner 3 after wide open corner 3 after wide open corner 3. Jordan Walsh got 4 minutes. He picked up 2 fouls. And I think Joe Mazzulla was like, all right, it's not your right, kid. It's not your night, kid. And he pulled him back to the bench. They are really struggling. Neemias Queta, 8 points, rolling to the rim, doing a good job of finishing. He does have the 2 turnovers and only 3 rebounds in 14 minutes. They were kind of getting killed on the glass, on the offensive glass when he was in the game. Part of the reason why I think Mazzulla also finally went to Vucevic, who does have the 7 rebounds in his 15 minutes. So needed somebody to help clean up the glass. He is going to the double big lineup, though. He's trying that out tonight. Captain Massive said, a low-scoring, fun game. Who's pulling away? Cleaning crappy while I listen? Yeah, who's going to pull away at the end of the day here? I think the first team that goes on a decent offensive run that can actually knock down a couple of shots back-to-back here that they've been generating should probably overall pull away. Anthony, Jaylen Brown, maybe not doing the best, but he did just come back from a knee contusion, so we need to give him some time to readjust. Sure, for sure. 5 for 12 from the field. He's not the most efficient player in the league, but definitely more efficient than that. 5 for 12 especially this season. 5 for 12 from the field, not great. 14 points, but nobody is efficient tonight. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for sure. For sure. On the other end, Cam Johnson, 3 for 7 from the field, 3 for 4 from three-point range. The only guy who's consistently knocking down the perimeter shot. The only guy who's knocked down more than 1 3. Jokic is 1 for 6 from three-point range. 13.6 boards, 3 assists. Jamal Murray, 2 points in his 8 minutes. That's it for Jamal Murray tonight. He's done for the night. Did not look all that good. Did not look very explosive. So he is done for the night. He was questionable coming into the game with an illness, so he's done. Tyler Grandhill's my dad. Shout out to you and your dad then, brother. Enemy of 322. What's up, enemy? Who do you think wins? I think Denver wins. I think Denver's really desperate for a win, so I have to go with Denver. Right, I gotta go with Denver. They're really desperate for a win. They haven't had a really good win in a long time. So they They're desperate for it. And I think that's part of the reason why Jokic is being so aggressive with his shot attempts. 13 field goal attempts, only 13 points, obviously not shooting it well tonight. But, yeah, really, overall, the team is really struggling to knock down shots here tonight. But they desperately need a win against a good team. Not just a regular win, a win against a good team. And this would definitely qualify against the Celtics here tonight, no matter how poorly both teams are shooting so far. Siphon U. What's up, Siphon U? Should I cash out on the Nuggets? It's for sure a win for the Celtics. That's up to you, brother. It's your money. Foong Pei said, Gratz, you probably got mad ball skills. Oh, to Tyler? Yeah, shout out to Tyler. And Grand Hill. Tyler Hill, I assume? Is your last name? Shout out to you, brother. Christian Blaze, damn, you Knicks fan. You are a Knicks fan for sure? Me? Why? What did I say that makes you think or makes you say I'm a Knicks fan? Because I am. Javin Mason, what's up, Javin? In FanDuel, not going to void him, have him on the lineups as BS. I mean, that is up to you, brother. If you bet on the guy who is questionable with illness, that's up to you. Captain Massive said, Grand Hill would be a cool dad, I think. Is he, Tyler? Is he, Tyler? Is he a cool dad? Christian said, no Watson, no Gordon, and now no Murray. But you're still saying Denver? Oh, yeah, definitely a Knicks fan for sure. Definitely rooting on the downfall of the Celtics. But I think Denver is just, first of all, they're home. It is an altitude in Denver, so that's always difficult for East teams to play in Denver. I'm taking that into account. But they shot extremely poorly, and their quality of looks was really high. I have to think at some point Jokic is not going to be shooting this poorly in the game, and he'll get it going at some point. And with them only being down one, as poorly as they played offensively, and Boston also played poorly offensively, they got decent looks that they just missed as well. But I just got to lean for the home team. Could go either way, but I'm going to lean towards Denver. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because I want the Celtics to lose. Seattle, what's up, Seattle? $100 on Nuggets YOLO? Up to you, brother. Pre-Jordan basketball fan. What's up, Pre-Jordan? Hello, Mr. Streamer guy. Hello, Mr. Pre-Jordan. Captain Massive said, you play basketball, Tyler? Obviously. I would think so. He seems to be gone. Shout out to Tyler. Cook Up Brando. What's up, Cook Up? I just need Jokic to grab 12 boards and Brown for 25, and you'll be good. I don't see why not. B58. What's up, B58? I got Christian Brown for less than 18.5 on PRA. Bench him. Christian Brown, 3 points, 4 boards, and an assist. He did have wide open looks from three-point range. He's 1 for 4 from 3. So, again, I'd have to think he'd get it going at some point here. Javin said they had him on the lineup, not take him out of the lineup. Yes, everybody's dig it. Do your research, brother. I don't know what to tell you. If you're upset that your bet on the guy who was questionable with an illness is going to fall through, you got to do a better job. I don't know what to tell you. But as far as their bench goes, they're searching. Right? They have played everybody but De'Ron Holmes, the rookie. KJ Simpson got in there for 4 minutes. Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jones Valanciunas, Spencer Jones are the part of the regular rotation. But Zeke Naji got in there for 4 minutes. They are searching for somebody to make shots. Zeke Naji, 0 for 1 from 3 and 0 for 2 from the foul line is not a good look. He did snag, 3 nice rebounds. Bruce Brown up there, 2 points, a rebound, 4 assists, and some really nice defense on Jaylen Brown. So, right? Somebody's got to get it going here tonight, and I think the first team to really extend the lead here will probably ultimately win this game. Foong Pei said, can you speak more to the modern era where centers are 0 for 3 and 1 for 6 and chucking threes? I mean, Jokic is a 40+% three-point shooter. It is the era of the highly skilled basketball player. You can't really be in the NBA anymore if you are not highly proficient in at least 2 of the 3 categories in terms of dribble, passing, and shooting. And usually you need to be at least proficient in all 3. And the only way you can be in the league without being proficient in those categories is if you have any elite skill outside of that, right? So Mitchell Robinson is the example I always go to. He is not good at dribble, passing, or shooting. But the reason why he's such an effective basketball player in the NBA still is because he is the best offensive rebounder in the NBA and a really good overall rebounder in the NBA. And he's also a very good rim protector and defender. So that can mask the fact that he's not really skilled in the other departments that you need to be skilled at to actually be in the NBA anymore. And it's a really bad shooting night for Jokic. And that's kind of where we at. Here we go. Start of the second half. Cam Johnson has it up top. Coming to his left off the Jokic screen to get over to Jokic. He's going to shoot up another three, and he's going to miss another three. Here comes Sam Hauser breaking it down. They get it over to Jaylen Brown, pushing it the other way, being guarded by Julian Strawther. Jaylen Brown, bullying his way into the paint, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but a foul on Julian Strawther. Brown just using his strength and muscling his way into the paint and drawing the foul. Jokers, what's up, Jokers? What do you guys predict this score total-wise? I don't know, brother. This is why we watch the games. Mojo, what's up, Mojo? I'm waiting on Jokic for 500. Good luck. FF2 said, KJ Simpson was my favorite player in Summer League. He's a Nugget now. Hope him the best. I wish, yeah. Jaylen Brown misses a free throw. Nobody can knock down free throws. Nobody can knock down threes. We're missing layups. This is a rough one tonight. Eric C said, if you're in a fight with a kangaroo, get behind it. They can't jump backwards. I would say don't get in the fight with kangaroos in the first place, but if you do happen to find yourself in that situation, that's not bad advice. Jaylen Brown does at least knock down the second free throw, 49-47. 11:20 to go. Cam Johnson gets it over to Jokic. Jokic has it up top. Hands it off to Strawther, coming to his left, pocket pass to Jokic, at the foul line, being guarded by Keita, putting his head down, spinning in the lane, puts it up with the right-hand hook, comes up short, Shireman with a nice strong rebound. Derek White hit ahead to Jaylen Brown. He's pushing the pace the other way before the Nuggets can set their defense, and they just got to grab Jaylen Brown, sending him back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. FF2 said, dang, is the game boring? The game is good. They're just not scoring. They're just not finishing the plays. It looks pretty when they're getting to it, and then they just come up short. Brown at the foul line knocks down the first one. Got another one coming. Chicago Wave, what's up, Chicago Wave? Man, Jaylen getting lucky off them free throws. I mean, he is changing his game. The jump shots are not going down consistently, so he's putting his head down, going to the rim, and getting himself to the foul line. That's exactly what you should be doing. Durson said, being an Aussie, definitely don't fight a kangaroo. I have heard they are horrifically dangerous animals. Don't fight a kangaroo. Julian Strawther hands it off to Cam Johnson. Jokic, wide open three, no hesitation, and he finally knocks one down. My goodness. Derek White has it up top, being guarded by Johnson. They get it over to Keita. Keita being guarded by Jokic. Gets it out to Jaylen Brown. Coming to his right. Christian Brown switches onto him. Cross-court pass to Derek White. Pass was a little off. He's got to pull it all the way back out, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Shot clock winding down. Rhythm dribble, pull-up three. Way off. Good defense from Cam Johnson. Christian Brown bringing it down the other way. Over to Jokic, middle of the lane. Kicks it out. Cam Johnson wide open. Right corner three. In transition. Can't get it to go. Jaylen Brown comes flying in for the rebound. Quick outlet to Shireman. Shireman pushing the other way. Shireman gets it over to Keita. Keita hands it off to White. White gets it out to Shireman. Right wing deep three for Shireman. And he splashes it nothing but net. Okay. Couple of guys knocking down some shots now. Can we get into a rhythm? Here comes Nikola Jokic bringing it down 54-50 to get over to Christian Brown. Christian Brown on the left wing to get it up top to Cam Johnson. Swings through to his right up the Jokic screen. Over to Bruce Brown, attacking along the right baseline. Knocked out of bounds, dribbles it off his own foot. Ball back to the Celtics. Brian Jacobs, what's up, Brian? Murray tapping out, knowing dang well it's MVP stretch run now. Dipping on his boy Joker. I mean, Jokic has not had the touch tonight at all as he picks up a foul on Keita here. 54-50. Brian Jacobs said Jokic will find a way to hang in there. Yeah, 16 points on 16 shot attempts is a rough look, but he is firing away with no hesitation. Queta has it up top, which could be dangerous in the long run for the Celtics if he ever does get it going. Derek White driving it down in the lane, leaves it off for Queta. Queta goes up and loses the ball on the way up, and here come the Nuggets, and then Julian Strawther throws it away. What a sloppy start to the second half here. My goodness. Derek White has it up top. Gets it over to Shireman. Up top to Queta. And a foul on Bruce Brown as Derek White gets knocked to the floor on an off-ball foul. Foul starting to stack up here for Denver. Boston is very close to finding themselves in the bonus early here in the quarter. Still 9 minutes to go. Over 9 minutes to go. Benzino said Queta is one of my favorite players in the NBA. I really liked Neemias Queta last year. I thought he could have really helped them. And honestly, overall, I'm happy that they didn't play him in that player series against the Knicks. I think he could have really helped. And I'm not surprised by his leave this year. I'm not surprised at all. I thought he was good, and he has been good this year, given the opportunity. I'm happy to see it. Jaylen Brown driving it down, leans in, puts up the jumper looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. It goes out of bounds, going back to the Nuggets. Twan GD, what's up, Twan? T1, what's up, Twan? I assume it's Twan, right? Let's go, Celtics. It's going to come down to the wire here with the way both of these teams are executing offensively, but Boston has had the lead a majority of the night. Cam Johnson kicks it up top to Jokic. The ball was tipped, so Jokic just casually goes to pick it up in the backcourt, bringing it down now. Coming to his right, stops, pops for a three. He continues to fire away, and he continues to miss. He's now, 2 for 9 from three-point range? My goodness, I don't know why he's settling for so many threes tonight. Derek White coming to his right, driving it down in the lane, throws up a floater off glass, can't get it to go. Jokic knocks the rebound loose, and Christian Brown able to pick it up. Hit ahead to Jokic, Jokic bringing it down. Jokic coming to his left, stops, kicks it out to Christian Brown, back to Jokic in the post, being guarded by Jaylen Brown, and a foul on Jaylen Brown. Drain said, what happened to Murray? Murray was questionable with an illness. He tried to give it a go to start the game and is now out for the rest of the game with the illness. Brian Jacobs said Jokic hasn't had the touch, but that's a good sign. Yeah, Jokic is shooting terribly on decent looks, and it's a 4-point game. Jokic has it in the post against Queta. Not settling for a jump shot here. Drop spin off of him, gets the layup to go over Queta out of the post. There you go. If the jump shot's not going, Jokic, go to the post. Benzino said it's amazing that the Knicks beat Boston in the playoffs last year with Tatum. It is. It was a very good, very fun series. Derek White has it up top, but that is last year. This is this year. And Jokic fouls Queta on the other end now. Now the whistles are flying. Refs trying to clean it up a little bit here, not allowing him to get too physical. Captain Massive said, who breaks 100 first wins? Yeah, this is the old classic rule. Could absolutely be applied tonight. First to 100 wins it. This has been a rough offensive performance from literally two of the best offenses in the NBA this season. I could look it up and give you the exact rankings of these teams, but they're both in the top 5 for sure. They might be 2 and 3 or something like that. NBA. There we go. And they are in the bonus. They put themselves in the bonus so early. 8 minutes to go and they're in the bonus. Queta knocks down both free throws. Here comes Jokic bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Queta. They get it over to Christian Brown. They get it to Jokic in the post on the right baseline. Backing down Queta. Shovels it out to Brown. Pass fake, puts up the three. Got it to go. End of the foul. Don't tell me they wave off that three. No, they counted the three. Loose ball foul on Queta. Getting frustrated trying to deal with the bodying up that Jokic is giving him right now. They give Christian Brown the three. End of the foul is on Neemias Queta. So Jokic will go to the foul line for one free throw here. Foong Pei said, well, could have fooled me for sure. Joker said highest scoring offenses. I could look up where they rank offensive rating wise in the NBA, and they are Denver's number 1 and Boston is number 2. Literally the 2 best offenses in the NBA. And they are struggling to score tonight as Jokic misses yet another free throw. This is such such an anomaly to see Jokic struggle this much from the field. My goodness, Denver is 7 from 14 from the three-point line, and then Boston just throws the ball away. It is a struggle tonight. In almost every regard, Julian Strawther bringing it down. My timer's a little bit ahead. 7:20 to go. Christian Braun crosses over to his right, kicks it out to Julian Strawther, pump fakes, pulls it out, coming to his right, gets it over to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Vooch, who just subbed in, mid-range jumper, and Jokic got it to go. Maybe Jokic starting to get it to go here. Might be dangerous for the Celtics if they can't keep up offensively. Derek White coming to his right, kicks it over to Vooch, sprays it over to Brown. Brown's going to have to match up with Jokic here. Let's see if he could get it going again. Step back, mid-range jumper, got it to go. And here we go. All right, here we go. Both teams starting to knock down some shots. The stars are stepping up. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Jokic gets it over to Strawther, over to Jokic. He'll spot it for the straightaway three. Another one, in and out, halfway down. He can't get it to stay. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Brown pushing the other way, over to Shireman. Shireman driving it down, kicks it out to Derek White. A three on the right wing. He can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, ball knocked loose. Christian Braun recovers it. And here comes Strawther. Strawther putting his head down, attacking, takes the contact from Derek White, goes to the rim anyway, and gets the layup, the finger roll layup over Vucevic, who's not much of a rim protector. Julian Strawther went right through his chest, did not care that he was there. Jaylen Brown has it up top, being guarded by Bruce Brown. Brown on Brown action here. Jaylen Brown coming to his left off the Vooch screen. Strawther switches onto him, lobs it down low to Vooch. Picked up by Jokic, kicks it out Shireman, an open right wing three. Well short, careens off the side of the rim. Shireman dives for it, but he was out of bounds when he grabbed it. So the ball goes back to the Nuggets here, and we're past the halfway point. 5:58 to go, under 6. Benzina said this channel should have 250,000 subscribers. Maybe one day. Maybe. Are we going to get a timeout? All right, I needed to catch my breath anyway. Brian Jacobs said, Jokic doesn't have none of his dunker spot players. True. Very true. But he is settling for a lot of perimeter shots instead of at least trying to work the post. Brian Jacobs said Jokic is missing his whole starting lineup and the ones he has still coming back from injury. Sure, he's also coming back from injury. But you know what? You're out there. Go hoop. Also, Christian Braun is coming off a really nice game. Cam Johnson was shooting it well to start the night. Jokic just settling for jump shots. He's got to be better. He's 8 for 20 from the field. There is no excuse for that. That is poor shot making. You got to make shots, or you got to change up the shots you're taking. He's taken, I think, 9 3-pointers tonight. Let's take a look. He's taken 10. He's 2 for 10 from 3. This is not good enough. There's no excuse to take half your shots from the 3-point line tonight. Put your butt in the post, man. Put your butt in the post. Sunjen said, hardest working NBA streamer out there. I try. There's definitely people who work harder than me. I'll tell you that. There's more I could be doing. I go to bed every night thinking, damn, I didn't get enough done today. There are things I should be doing off of stream rather than just streaming. And sometimes I feel like it's not enough to just stream. We got to do more. If we really want to grow the community, we got to do more. I got to do more. Christian said C's are in the bonus, but shooting threes instead. Good point. Very good point. Settling for perimeter shots. I think, which team? RLP said still here. What's up, RLP? Go Boston. It's still a close game. It's still close. Which team is coming off a back-to-back? Are both of them or just one of them? Brian Jacobs said Jokic is trying to get a feel for how he is feeling. Cannot explain it, but Jokic is trying to win, that's all. For sure. Never question that. Let's see. The Celtics played last night. So the Celtics are on the second night of a back-to-back. So they are excused from shooting poorly here tonight against the Nuggets. I don't know what the issue is with the Nuggets. They're just off tonight. They're just off. They got to pick up their play. Chase JZ1, I missed that one. Thank you for the subscription. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Appreciate that. Pre-Jordan said Celtics looking like they could use superstar forward who's a bucket. Oh, there it is. There it is. The stream elements came up for it first, but there's your pop, brother. Brian Jacobs said Celtics, but Brown didn't play last night. True, true. He is coming back from the knee contusion. Semi-Pro, what's up, Semi-Pro? Please do say who grabs the rebound. Stink, Sheffy. I try. Brown sat out for his big ESPN game. Benzino remind people to like button. Appreciate you. If you guys are enjoying the show, please hit the like button. I'd very much appreciate it. Jokic has it up top, hands it off to Strawther. Strawther trying to get it to Jokic. Now they get over to Hardaway, back to Strawther. They couldn't. Good denial from Vooch. Strawther's going to drive it down. Stop, turn, spin in the lane. Leaves it off to Christian Brown. Dribbles it behind the three-point line. Pump fakes over to Jokic. Shot clock winding down. He's going to shoot the step back left wing three if he makes that. Comes up short. He had to kind of heave it up there. I'll excuse that three-point attempt from Jokic. With the shot clock winding down, he had to get it up there. They threw him a grenade. Pritchard driving to his right at the Vooch screen, snaking it back to his left hand. They kick it out to Hauser. Pump fakes, one dribble in up the flyby defense from Hardaway, and Hauser knocks down the three. 2-point lead for Boston, 5:13 to go. Christian Brown on the left wing. Pulls it out, gets it to Jokic. Jokic in the post against Queta. This is the offense I would go to from now on. Stop giving it to him in the top of the key. Give it to him in the block. Strawther puts up the wide open three. Careens off the side of the rim. A little bit of a brick. A little bit. Well short. Under 5 to go. 2-point lead for Boston. 61-59. That was crazy. I didn't realize J.J. Barea was on the coaching staff for the Nuggets here. Did not realize that. That was a shocker to see. Seeing him sit on the bench there. Jaylen Brown has it up top. Dancing around the Queta screen. Pull up right wing three for Brown. Comes up short. Don't know why you're settling for pull-up threes when you are in the bonus. Here comes Bruce Brown pushing the pace. Loses the handle on the ball. Pritchard picks it up, pushing the other way. Shovels it out to Hauser. Hauser almost gets stripped. Does get stripped. Bruce Brown, good hands. Recovers after he initially caused the turnover. Or he initially turned it over. Now causes the turnover to get the ball back. Jokic lobs it down low to Bruce Brown. And it is a foul on the pass attempt. So side out of bounds for the Nuggets. Brian Jacobs said, Celtics didn't need Brown nor Tatum. What is going on? What are we talking about? Truix, what's up, Truix? Bruce Brown gets it out to Jokic. He pump fakes from three this time. He's going to drive it in, lean in, draws the foul. Can't get the layup to go, but he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. It's a foul on Neemias Queta. How many fouls is that on Queta? 4 fouls on Queta. Struggling in the Jokic matchup. Wouldn't expect any less. 4:14 to go here in the third. Jokic to the foul line for 2. Brian Jacobs said White actually plays defense and sitting down rather than playing passing lanes, potentially giving up easy buckets. Yep. Which is why, sometimes when people look at box scores and they see that a guy either averages a lot of blocks or a lot of steals, that means that they're a good defender. Not necessarily. Usually it means the opposite. Usually it means they're not a good defender. And so in order to overcompensate for not being a good defender, they play the passing lanes and they gamble a lot. Iverson is the classic case of it. Iverson, was obviously an undersized guard. Wasn't a very good defender, but he overcompensated for that by playing the passing lanes and racking up a ton of steals. But he wasn't a very good defender, mostly because of his size. We know this. Hauser springs it out to Jordan Walsh. Gets it inside the Vooch. Mid-range jumper for Vooch. Comes up short. Jokic with the rebound. Nikola Jokic bringing it down. Hit ahead to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown back to Jokic. Jokic spots up for another 3. They're daring him to shoot it all night. Knocks that one down straight away. I don't think that's a good strategy. Boston calls the timeout. 3-point lead for Denver. I don't think it's a good strategy to bait Nikola Jokic into open shots all night. Now, he was 2 for 11 from 3. So, I get it. I'd rather him shoot threes than put me in the post and cook me all night. But I don't know if I'd give him wide open threes. East Bay Verge with the Beast Bay. Do you do a lot of interesting matchup games? I try to cover what I would consider the best matchups of the night. I'm a Knicks fan, so I do cover every single Knicks game. But outside of Knicks games, we try to cover as many of the best basketball games on that night as we can. Arth said, is Ben Celtics under 200 good? That's up to you, brother. Your money. Michael Miranda said, where's Derek White? On the bench, big dog, on the bench. There's this thing called the rest that human beings need, especially during the course of a basketball game, especially when you're playing in Denver as an East Coast team. Benzino said this is later than usual for you, though, right, Chef? Yeah. Especially during the week. East Bay Bird said, cool beans sub thing. Gotcha, brother. I gotcha. Yeah, we covered the earlier game tonight, East Bay, I'm sorry. We covered the early game tonight, East Bay, where the Detroit Pistons took on the Thunder. But because the Thunder were down so many injured players, I did think, all right, let's do the doubleheader in case that game kind of sucks. It didn't. It was a good game. But wasn't sure if it was going to be a good game or not because of all the injuries the Thunder have. Jeremy said, do you think Jaylen Brown gets one more three? He could. A lot of time left in this game. Cortland said Joker will end up with 40. If he gets it going from here on out, he's got 25. They're not really double teaming him. They're allowing him to play one-on-one. So if they keep playing single coverage on Jokic, he could definitely go off for 40. He is clearly in attack mode tonight. No Jamal Murray. I don't know what it is with Jokic's the way he is coming to this game. But every now and again, you get this uber aggressive version of Jokic where he's hunting his own shots. Every now and again. And then sometimes you get a game where he takes like 8 shot attempts. I think it depends on the matchup. I think it depends on how he's feeling. I think it depends on what he feels like the team needs that night. I don't know. But tonight you're getting the uber aggressive shot hunting Nikola Jokic. Jesus Pierce, what's up, Jesus? Go Celtics. They're open. AI Dev for Unreal. What's up, Dev? I can't believe the Thunder lost when they were initially 12 points ahead in the beginning. What do you mean you can't believe it? They were missing 4 starters. The only starter who played was their worst starter of the 5 in Dort. It was very, very much something to be seen. Something to be expected. Jesus said, betting has ruined all sports. I tend to agree. Not much of a bettor myself at all. All right, here we go. Jaylen Brown has it up top, being guarded by Christian Brown. Coming to his right, Hardaway picks up Jaylen Brown. They kick it in the corner. Vucevic in open corner 3. Vucevic, by the way, can also knock down a 3, and he has been very terrible. My guy Benzino with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Benzino. He said, God bless you, Chevy. Appreciate you, Benzino. Thank you for that, man. Very generous of you. Who is this? Julian Strawther down the lane, gets chased down, blocked by Jaylen Brown on the layup attempt. Here come the Celtics pushing the other way. It's a 5-on-4. Strawther trying to hustle back. They lob it over the top to Vooch, who just tips it up and in. Can't get caught in that position if you're Strawther, putting your team in on the back end like that. Comes Strawther bringing it down. Strawther gets it over to Jokic. Jokic has it up top. Faces up. Pump fake. Jab step. Puts up the mid-range jumper. In and out. Can't get that one to stay. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Brown ends up with it. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Under 3 to go. Brown attacking to his left. Steps back. Mid-range foul line jumper. Got it to go for Jaylen Brown. And the Celtics retake the lead here. 65-64. 2:30 to go. Christian Brown has it up top. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic gets it over to Hardaway, cutting to the rim. Beautiful pass from Jokic. Great play from the Nuggets. A go-to staple of their offense. On the off-ball screen, looking for the three-point shooter. And then the guy usually pops out for a handoff for Jokic. Instead, slips the screen and cuts down low to the basket. Jokic delivers the pocket pass as he tends to do. Beautiful play. Hardaway ends up with a wide-open dunk. Vucevic has it up top, being guarded by Jokic. Hands it off to Brown. Coming to his right, driving it down. Foul line, leans in, puts up the floater, draws the foul. Can't knock down the floater, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Under 2 to go here in the third. Brown at the foul line for 2. Denver sitting with a 1-point lead, 66-65. These teams have gone back and forth all night long. Neither team able to build too much of a lead at any point. So he said the amount of lead changes now has been nice. Neither team is able to separate themselves. Brown knocks down the first free throw, tying it up. He's got one more coming. Could give them the lead. Todd said, make staying up worth it. I would say so. If this wasn't a good game, I definitely would have ended it at some point if one team was blowing out the other. Brian said Jokic is toughing it out and playing through injury because to make All NBA and other achievements, he can only miss one more game. Yep. Ultimately, I don't think he cares that much where he couldn't play through I don't think he would jeopardize his playoff run for some achievements. We already know Jokic doesn't really care about that stuff. So I don't think he cares about it. I think he's down there. I think he can play. I don't think he's 100% healthy. It's Hardaway, nice spin in the lane and gets the floater to go. But, yeah. Brown has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Spencer Jones, putting his head down, attacking to the lane, Scoop with the right hand. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact, no foul. Call Jokic, hit a head pass to Hardaway. Hardaway's going to pull it out, shove it over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson with the layup. Nice drop-off pass from Hardaway to the cutting Cam Johnson. And a timeout from the Boston Celtics yet again. I will say, Joe Mazzulla originally started his career as being horrendous, historically horrendous at utilizing his timeouts. He has gotten so much better at that. Like even here, they just came off a timeout. I believe Jokic hit a three to give them the lead. Called the timeout because he didn't want them to build any momentum. No momentum whatsoever. And now they went back and forth a couple of times, and now Denver had a couple of stops and scores in a row, giving them a 3-point lead yet again. And then Joe Mazzulla said, all right, call timeout one more time. Not very bashful with his timeout usage at all, and I really like it. I think that's really good usage of his timeouts right now. Todd said he cares about winning the playoffs. For sure. Brian said, Jokic really cares, though. He loves basketball. He's hurt, but not as soft as your USA players. I don't know. That's just a weird agenda thing that I don't believe at all. Franz said, can Denver beat Boston? Yes, brother. Denver can beat Boston. Any team can beat any team on any given night. Yours said Boston's going to lose? I would love it. I would appreciate that. AHK, Celtics trash? Todd said he likes basketball, he loves horse racing. You could love more than one thing, brother. I think he loves basketball, and I think he loves horse racing. You're allowed to love multiple things in your life. Here we go. Approaching the 1 minute mark in this third quarter. Derek White has it up top, gets it over to Pritchard. Pritchard gets it over to Vooch. Vooch has it up top. Directing traffic, crosses over to his left, down the lane, scoop layup, can't get it to go past Jokic. Quick hit ahead to Johnson, bounce pass to Spencer Jones, layup for Spencer Jones. Can't get it to go, but that's because he's blocked by Jaylen Brown, but it is a goaltend. And so that's 2 points for the Denver Nuggets. Once again, coming up with a stop and getting out and running on the Celtics here, leading to an open layup. And it is a 5-point lead for Denver now. In a game where nobody can consistently knock down shots, it feels like a 20-point lead, a 5-point lead. Brown bringing it down, stops, turns, spins in the paint, kicks it out to Shireman. Shireman up top to Pritchard. Pritchard dancing with it, crosses over, behind the back, pulls it out, dancing with it against Spencer Jones. Step back, baseline follow-away jumper, excellent move. Can't get it to go, though. $1 million move with a 10-cent finish. Hit ahead to Spencer Jones, pushing the pace, going all the way. Loses the ball on the way up. It's out of bounds. It's going to go back. Oh, no, it's going to stay here with Denver. Brian said, okay, here we go again. You're getting me started. Let's do the math. SGA has like 6 more games he can miss before he's disqualified. Yes. Jokic does back for a 3. Gotta go. Jokic heating up here is going to look scary for for Boston. Up by 8, Denver goes. 30 seconds to go here. Brown has it up top. Coming to his right. Driving it down. Leans in. Stops. Turns. Kicks it out to nobody. Strawther will pick it up. He's going to go all the other way for the one-handed slam. And the 10-point lead has been built up by Denver. And, oh, that's not Strawther. That's KJ Simpson. My apologies. I thought that was Strawther this whole time. It's KJ Simpson. They have the same hairdo going on. 12 seconds to go, 11-0 run for the Nuggets to give them the 10-point lead here, 77-67. Derek White has it up top. Boston could be running out of steam here. Derek White to pull up deep three, can't get it to go. Home run, three-quarters court heave. Almost banked it in for KJ Simpson. Would have been an incredible end to the quarter there. But it's still a great end to the quarter, obviously. 10-point lead for Denver now, 77-67. Like I said, Boston could be running out of steam. It is in Denver. You are in altitude as an East Coast team. Always difficult to play in Denver and Utah specifically when teams go to their West Coast trips. And also on the second night of a back-to-back in altitude, playing in Denver here. They played Phoenix the other night, or last night I should say. They played Phoenix last night. Now in Denver is a really tough quirk in Boston's schedule here, and it's kind of biting them here. Now they have 12 minutes of basketball. You're down 10. See if they can pull this one out. There's no doubt in my mind that Boston won't go down easy, for sure. Won't go down easy. Brian said somebody will win MVP this year by disqualification or just one or two statement games, important ones. I don't think the statement games will really matter that much. I think it'll be about consistency over the last quarter of the season here, and whoever survives the 65-game rule. Because right now, my top three, personally, for MVP would be Jokic, SGA, and Wemby. And whatever order you want them in, I don't really care. I think those are the top three candidates for sure. And all three of those guys are in jeopardy of missing out on that award or on any awards because of the 65-game rule. So, Dan Dash said, are they on the road trip? EG overall record, like some stacked with home games, e.g. the Warriors. The Celtics are on their West Coast road trip here. They are in Denver. They were in Phoenix last night. They are 20-10 on the road this season. Daniel Dash said, Kawhi Leonard? What's up, Kawhi Leonard? What's up with Kawhi? Benzino said Boston still crushed Houston without JB. They did. That was a weird game. I might be out on Houston. I've been out on Houston for a while. I was never really in on Houston, but yeah, the loss of Steven Adams changed their season, and then I think the Kevin Durant leaks ended their season. As funny as it is. Brian said, Cade, Brown, Jokic? Nah, brother. Nah. Brown's not even top 5. Brown might be like 6 or 7 for me. XECYR, what's up, X? What do you think the score will be? I don't know, brother. That's why we watch the games. Harsh, what's the Harsh? Sam Hauser to make 10 points? I don't know. He's got 5 right now. We'll see. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Derek White bringing it down. They get it over to Shireman. Shireman gets it over to Pritchard. Pritchard coming to his right after K to screen. Pull up 3 for Pritchard over Simpson. Can't get it to go. Valanciunas with the rebound. Hardaway bringing it down. Gets it over to Simpson. Simpson will bring it down. Simpson, Spencer Jones, and a foul by Peyton Pritchard in the backcourt on Simpson. Is trying to bring the ball down. Simpson, Spencer Jones, and Julian Strawther all have the same hairstyle. The only way I'm telling them apart, KJ Simpson has the undershirt on, and Julian Strawther is taller than KJ Simpson. That's how I'm telling them apart. They get over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets it out to Valanciunas. Valanciunas, pump fakes, driving to his right, down the lane, tries to throw down over Cato or Aledo, whatever that Valanciunas tried to do. Now he's asking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Boston pushing it the other way. They get it out to Hauser, back out to Shireman. Shireman catches, gets it over to Derek White. Derek White directing traffic, trying to run a pick and roll, coming to his right, leaves it off for Shireman. Pick and pop straight away 3, comes up short, can't get the friendly bouncer, rolls off the rim. And now here comes Cam Johnson pushing it the other way. Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Derek White to get over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas driving it down, drop spin to his left, fall away jumper, gets the friendly roll off the front of the rim and gets it to drop down for Big Val. And now it's a 12-point lead for Denver. Could get a little scary here for Boston as they're out there without Jaylen Brown. Going to be relying a lot on Pritchard and Derek White's shot making right now. Kick it out to Derek White. Derek White has it up top, directing traffic, calling for the pick and roll with Queta. Too much standing around for the Celtics, getting away from the ball movement. Derek White down the lane, fall away mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Queta battling on the glass, but Cam Johnson ultimately ends up with it. Here comes Denver, walking it down the other way. Cam Johnson, pocket pass to Valanciunas, little pull-up jumper in the paint, got it to go over Queta, and it's a 14-point lead for Denver. They got all the momentum in the world right now. 15-0 run going back to the end of the third quarter there, up by 14, 10 minutes to go in the fourth in Denver. Boston losing momentum, getting away from what gotten them to this point, but also could just be running out of steam here. Second night of a back-to-back in Denver. Almost a little bit of a schedule loss here for Boston. Here said Boston can't buy a basket. Nope. Nope. Brian said Celtics are scary. They can be. It can be. If they do end up bringing Tatum back, we'll have to reevaluate what they look like with Tatum, obviously. But this version of Boston, not too worried about him come playoff time. Yeah. I think ultimately I'd still take Cleveland, New York, and Detroit over Boston. Although Detroit's interesting. Because I think Joe Mazzulla could coach circles around J.B. Bickerstaff in a playoff series, and that'd be an interesting one. We have 10:18 to go. There we go. East Bay said schedule and altitude loss maybe. Yeah. I mean, second night of a back-to-back in Denver as an East Coast team is like you could almost, even if Denver was like if they weren't a very good team, if they were like a tank team, that's almost a schedule loss anyway. Like the altitude, the schedule on the second night of back-to-back on your West Coast road trip is tough. It's just tough. There's a lot to overcome. Can they overcome it? Yes. Should they be putting up a better fight? Sure. There's a lot to overcome. That's all it is. Right? Playing on your back foot here. Brian said we have to see Harden in the playoffs. We also, good point, Brian, we also have to see Harden healthy. Harden is now out with a hand injury. J.K. Roggs, what's up, J.K.? Harden's out with a hand injury. What was the hand injury again? Something with his thumb. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. What was James Harden's injury? He's going to go see a hand specialist and get reevaluated. But what was the injury? Oh, fractured right thumb. Yeah, it was a fracture. He did break his thumb. Fractured right thumb. Yeah, fractured thumb. He's bad. Yeah, we're going to have to see. One, if he's going to stay out and try to get it healed. Doesn't need surgery. I mean, I think it does need surgery, but I think he's going to hold off on the surgery to try and play through it in the playoffs. We'll see. Which is why he's seeing a specialist. I'm sure they're trying to figure out some kind of splint he could wear that doesn't interfere too much with his ability to play basketball. But that is obviously going to affect him playing, even if he is capable of playing through it. It's just the tip. It doesn't matter where it is, brother. It's a broken bone in your hand. Derek White bringing it down, especially for a job where he utilizes his hand. Best believe people will be slapping down on it. Shireman has it up top, puts up the three, comes up short, but gets the friendly roll off the front of the rim. Back down to 11. All right, that's a start for Boston. They can knock down some shots and get back into this one. Under 10 to go. KJ Simpson gets it over to Cam Johnson. Johnson gets to the Valanciunas. The mid-ranger puts up the mid-range jumper over Queta. Queta just dares him to shoot it. He does. Can't get it to go. Here comes Shireman off the rebound. Coming to his left, spinning back to his right off the Queta screen. Down the lane, gets caught in the air. Kicks it out to Pritchard. Pump fake, jab step, coming to his right. Hands it off to Shireman. Driving it down to his left. Down the lane, stops, scoops it off to Queta. Queta kicks it out to Shireman. Left wing three for Shireman. Way off on that one. And now here comes Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson has it up top. Dancing around the Valanciunas screen. Coming to his right now. Slips and falls to the floor. Loose ball. Derek White picks it up. Comes Derek White pushing it the other way. It's a 5-on-4. Cam Johnson slow to get up. They swing it out to Pritchard. Wide open left corner three. Cam Johnson not doing enough to get down in the court, but Payne Pritchard can't knock down the wide open three. Now here comes Denver pushing the other way. They're up by 11. Trying to keep the Celtics in arm's distance away. It's been a miserable shooting night for both teams. Denver getting it going, though, here. Cam Johnson gets a wide open straightaway three off a handoff. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball. Simpson has it. Kicks it out. Hardaway, a right wing three in the relocation. Got it to go, and that's a back-breaking shot for the Boston Celtics here. 8:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Shireman. Kicks it out to Queta. Hands it off to Shireman. Coming to his left. Down the lane. Snaking it back to his right hand. Pulls it out. Gets it over to Derek White. Derek White has it up top. Being guarded by Hardaway. Derek White. Coming to his left, gets it over to Hauser on the pick and pop, pump fakes, swings through to his right, foul line pull-up jumper, comes up well short, rebound right back to him, he puts up the floater, can't get it to go, and KJ Simpson with the rebound, nothing going down. Home run pass, not home run pass, but bullet pass to Spencer Jones, who goes down holding his right arm. But he's going to pop right back up. All right. Look dangerous, He's been doing that a lot tonight, trying to stretch out and move that shoulder, which is not a good sign for Denver. Already down two important defensive wings. Spencer Jones has done a great job of stepping in this year, coming out of nowhere. He also starts struggling with an injury. Suddenly Denver gets really, really small. Franz said, where's Jokic? On the bench, brother. On the bench. Getting his rest. Resting it up. 15-point lead for Denver. Largest lead of the game so far. Cook up Brando. What's up, Cook? Marco Foreman. What's up, Marco? What do y'all predict the score to be? I don't know, brother. That's why you watch the games. If I could predict the score, I wouldn't have to watch the basketball game. Durson said, why play Jokic up 14 points? I think they'll hold off on putting him back in the game as long as they can. See if they can run up the score without him right now. Valanciunas doing a good job. They show a double team to Derek White. Hedge hard off that screen. They swing it around. Jaylen Brown an open right wing three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Jaylen Brown comes in for the rebound. Good boxing out from Valanciunas. And Bruce Brown has it up top. I said Jaylen Brown comes in for the rebound. Bruce Brown came in for the rebound. Brown hands it off to Cam Johnson. Coming to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Derek White with the chase, with the rear contest block. And now here comes Jaylen Brown. Kicks it out to Shireman. A left corner three. Got it to go for Shireman. And Hardaway's upset. He is pointing to the sideline there, saying that Shireman was out of bounds and it shouldn't have counted. Either way, count the three-point basket for Shireman. Got 7:25 to go. Eddie Saintville, what's up, Eddie? Need Jokic for 8 more points? Room for you. Should be coming back into this game, especially after that 3. Back down to 12. Kenny said looking like a 20-point skunk? I don't know about that. Kenny said need this game closer so the starters don't get benched. The starters will probably come back in. 12-point game is not enough. Even a 15-point game, you're probably going to put them back in for a couple of minutes here just to make sure you ice the game out. For sure. For sure. Jerson said people get so dirty when their bets don't hit. I mean, if you work hard for your money and then you throw it away on something you have no control over, I don't know what to tell you. It's always been a silly thing for me. Betting was fun. Betting is a fun hobby to do. When I did bet back in the day, when it first became a thing and you try it out, like everybody did, I was doing like $1 bets. You ain't getting my money. I'll tell you that right now. I was doing like $1 bets. That's all I was doing. And honestly, that didn't feel good even when I did win big parlays and I did win big money. And I was like, this still don't feel good. Because you lose more. Ultimately, I made more than I spent. But I was like, losing $1 doesn't feel good. So I can't even imagine having like a $20 bet even, or a $100 bet, or a $1,000 bet. Crazy to me. Now, I don't know what your financial situations are, so I'll never tell you how to spend your money. It is entirely up to you. But couldn't be me. Kenny said Boston really missing JT right now. I think JT was up next. I mean, he wasn't up next. He was already up. He was already there. It was already there. Jerson said I dabble, but not all the time. It does make some games fun, always risky. Yeah. I mean, if you have expendable income and you want to just, hey, I'll throw $5 on it, I'll throw $20 on it, and you got it like that, that's you. That's your money. You decide what you want to have fun with, right? How is that any different than going to an arcade and blowing some money on an arcade machine? How is that any different than, if I bought a video game for $20 and I beat it in 3 hours, right? If you spent $20 betting on a basketball game to make the game a little bit more entertaining for you, that's up to you. It's how you spend your expendable income. That's up to you. They take Shireman's 3-point shot away. He was out of bounds. Son and Jen said harmless bets can be fun. It can. Entirely up to you. You could put $1,000 bets on it, right? Depends on where you're at financially in your life, what constitutes as a harmless bet, right? You got more than enough money where you can put $1,000 on a game and it's really not going to affect you. That's up to you. Julian Strawther knocks down a floater in the lane, by the way. It's a 17-point lead after wiping that 3-point Shireman 3 off the board. 70-87. Derek White down the lane, draws the foul, and Valanciunas going to the basket. Going to the foul line for 2 free throws. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Southern Jen said, I bet a membership that Harden wouldn't go to the Cavs. Oof. Slick Polo, what's up, Slick? They're winning. Jokic not coming back. They're winning by 10, fourth, almost 6 minutes left, not trailing, go set down. I mean, if they don't have to put Jokic in, they won't put Jokic in. Boston starting to fade a little bit here. Derek White at the foul line for 2. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Thursday said, I've seen gambling consume people. It's not good. Oh, me too. Me too, brother. Brian said, see, I play NBA Jam from back in the day. I play arcade mode. Chevy don't play NBA Jam. No. My go-to arcade basketball game would be NBA Street Volume 2. I think it's just an overall better game than NBA Jam. I like NBA Jam. NBA Street Volume 2 is more fun for me. Derek White not Derek White, jeez. Bruce Brown bringing it down. Derek White did knock down both free throws, I wanted to say. Strawther has it up top. Jab step, coming to his right. Scoop lay with the right hand pass. Brown can't get it to go. But Jonas Valanciunas comes flying into the lane and gets the one-handed put-back tip in. Still a 17-point lead. The trading baskets can't afford to do that when down 17. Brown in the lane, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Spencer Jones comes up with it. Bruce Brown bringing it down the other way. He's going to slow it down a little bit here. 6:30 to go. Time winding down. We're approaching the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Denver definitely pulling away with it. Derek White goes for the steal. Leaves Brown wide. Bruce Brown going all the way to the rim, but gets blocked by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, was that his third block tonight? Fourth block tonight? Jordan Walsh almost throws it away, but Derek White able to save it back to Walsh, the Bald brothers. They get it over to Jaylen Brown, being guarded by Strawther. Brown coming to his left, spins to his right, leans in, puts up the floater. It's an air ball. Ball knocked all the way out to Jones, leaves it off for Strawther. Strawther bringing it down. dribbles it back out, gets it over to Cam Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Valanciunas. He has it up top. Hands it off to Bruce Brown. Coming to his left off the screen. Bruce Brown in the lane. Throws up the floater. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Spencer Jones comes flying in, battling for the rebound, but knocks it right to Derek White. Derek White bringing it down. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane. Loses the handle. Swings it around. Jaylen Brown puts up the contested three. Can't get it to go. Spencer Jones another rebound. A timeout for the Nuggets with 5:30 to go. Seemingly like the sun is setting a little bit here on the Boston Celtics. Down by 17. Can't knock anything down right now. Brian said Jokic is coming back in. We'll see. Did you play NFL Blitz? Played it for a little bit. Played a little bit. All these games were before my time, so I had to go back. To play them. So not something I got to play too much as a kid. Something I played as a teenager when I got access to things like that. What you know about Tecmo Bowl? Oh, brother, I know. I know. Tell you what, man. You come to my house to play some Tecmo Bowl, don't pick no Bo Jackson. Tell you that right now. He's banned. He's banned, as he should be. You're not going to get me with no 99-yard run. I'll tell you that. Jam said Jokic coming in now. We'll see. 17-point lead, 5:30 to go. They could put him in for a 2-3 minute stretch here just to make sure he ices the game out for sure. Christian said Celtics shooting 32%. Yeah, they're fading as the game's going on. I don't blame them. Second night of back-to-back in Denver at altitude. Definitely don't blame them. Christian said this has to be the worst outing offensively this season. It's definitely one of the worst offensive outings this season for the Celtics, who are sitting with 72 points. A lot of it has to do, again, scheduling. Just not great. Jokic is back into the game. Luka Garza's in the game. Jaylen Brown's out. Who do they come out with? Oh, Boston's waving the white flag here. They got Delano Banton, Luka Garza, Ron Harper Jr., Jordan Walsh, and Hugo Gonzalez in the game. They're waving the white flag. They're done. They're done. They get it to Jokic. He's being guarded by Garza. They try to get it down low. Ball's knocked loose, but it ends up right back into Denver's hands. So Jokic will reset it, stop, turn, spin, pump fake, fall away jumper over Garza, comes up short. Good box out and rebound from Jordan Walsh. Here comes Delano Banton. Banton kicks it out to Garza, back to Banton. Delano Banton kicks it out to Ron Harper Jr., lobs it inside to Luka Garza. Ball got knocked out of bounds. Under 5 to go. HTF said, Christian Brown get injured? I don't believe so. They get into Hugo Gonzalez, out to Ron Harper, driving it down, and they call the travel on Ron Harper. I was going to say, it took about 3 steps before he dribbled it. Jokic bringing it down. Another basket or two will obviously put this one completely out of reach. Jokic has it in the post against Luka Garza. Spins off of him, going the baseline, puts it above glass, can't get it to go. Snags his own offensive rebound and gets the putback. Jokic just padding the stats a little bit. It's up to 11 rebounds, 30 and 11 for Jokic, 30, 11, and 5. Just a calm game. Could not knock anything down consistently. Ron Harper Jr. finally knocks down a 3. 16-point game with 4 minutes to go. The Celtics look like they've completely waved the white flag with the lineups that they have out there, so I don't even think that they are necessarily fully competing to win this basketball game. I'm sure the guys who are on the court obviously want to try to get this as close as possible, but with Jokic out there, I don't think they will. As Julian Strawther knocks down a tough contested floater. 18 with under 4 to go. Time winding down, the sun is setting, and we might be wrapping up the NBA night. Delano Banton kicks it out to Ron Harper Jr. for another open 3. Misses yet another one. Rebound for Bruce Brown. 3:30 to go. Deshaun Fuller. What's up, Deshaun? Do you think Jaylen Brown will get back in? No, brother, no. Look at the time. Look at the score. Look at the lineup. They are waving the white flag. They lob it down low to Jokic. Hugo Gonzalez comes over for the steal. Eric C. said, sun's getting real low, big fella. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Jordan Walsh got a nice dunk in transition, gets the foul. Going to the foul line for one more. We got 3:16 to go. Noah time. What's up, Noah? Is Jamal injured? Yes, Jamal was out with illness today. He tried playing in the first quarter. Did not feel right. Did not come back into the game after his first 8-minute stretch. And he's been out ever since. 16-point lead. Jordan Walsh did miss that free throw. Get it in the Jokic. High post being guarded by Garza. Draws the foul. I don't think they're in the bonus, so side out of bounds. AP reminding people to like button. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you. Brian said, wow, what a statement game? Nah, I don't know if this is a statement game. This is two teams throwing rocks at each other. One team got it going. They had the advantage. It is just a solid basketball game. I don't think any statements are being made tonight, brother. To get it downloaded, Bruce Brown, big two-handed slam in the paint. Delano Batten bringing it down. They get it over to Ron Harper Jr., hands it off to Delano Batten, cross-court pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez was out of bounds when he caught the ball. We got 2:43 to go. We're almost up out of here. Daniel Dasher, this game's been over since plus 14, 8:30 in the fourth in the regular. Yeah, we wanted to give the Celtics some time to see if they can get back into this one. They cannot. They will not. Denver still with their starters out there, though. Joker said final score guesses? Something around 95 to 77 is my guess, brother. And a moving screen on Julian Strawler, ball back to the Celtics. 2:30 to go. This one's pretty much going to be wrapped up. Captain Massive said, you're 2-0 with me tonight. Well done, Chevy. Appreciate you, Cap. Appreciate you. Joseph Taylor said, you're doing the Cavs and Pistons game tomorrow. Yes. Yes. So speaking of, before we fully sign off here today, let's look at the NBA scores. We went around the league multiple times today. This is the last game we were covering, so we know Nuggets will end up being the Celtics tonight. Solid win for the Nuggets that needed a good one. Tomorrow, we have Hornets Pacers, Heat 76ers, Wizards Hawks, Spurs Nets, Rockets Magic, Blazers Bulls, Kings Mavericks, Lakers Suns, Pelicans Jazz, Timberwolves Clippers. Oh, the Pistons don't play tomorrow. What are you talking about? Play Friday. So maybe we're not going to cover Friday because the Knicks play on Friday. Friday we'll be covering the Knicks game. Tomorrow, in terms of what do we watch, we got Rockets Magic, got Blazers Bulls. What do we got? Timberwolves Clippers is the late game. That's the late game. I don't know if I want to. I guess we got to do Rockets Magic, right? Rose, what's up, Rose? What an embarrassment for Boston? I don't know if this is an embarrassment. Denver's a really good team, and you're playing on the second night of a back-to-back in Denver. There's nothing to be embarrassed about that, brother. This is not a very good NBA slate at all. Heat 76ers could be fun. What do y'all think? Heat 76ers or Rockets Magic? Rose Break said no excuse. That's a great excuse, brother. That's exactly the exact excuse you use. Could they have won? They could have. Could they have played better? They could have. But when you watch the game, shots coming up short, getting beat up on the glass, all signs of a tired team on the second night of the back-to-back, playing in altitude on a West Coast road trip. Yeah, it's got a lot to do with the way the game ended up. Joe said it's after tomorrow. It's after 12, so it's tomorrow. Technically, yeah, 12:30. Oof, man. I'm not going to be going to bed until 1, probably later. What do we got tomorrow? What are we thinking? Rockets Magic or Heat 76ers? Heat 76ers, Joseph? Might do Heat 76ers. I don't know if I want to watch another Magic game or another Rockets game. We've done so many Rockets games this season. I think we might give the love to Heat 76ers tomorrow. We did a Heat 76ers game earlier in the year. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. Sixers versus Heat. Both teams ran. Philly traded McCain. Sure. Sun Jet, Heat 76ers. Heat game. All right. All right. It is an earlier game. 7 o'clock. So we'll be live at 6:30 for the usual pregame rundown. Cool. Cool. That's where we'll go. This one's over. 36 seconds to go. They're up by 19, 103-84. That's going to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Andres Velasquez, Heat game. I got you, Andres. We will go live for Heat 76ers tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me for both games tonight. Excellent. Excellent night of basketball. We got 2 really good games, 2 high-level games, even though neither team could buy a basket tonight for a majority of the game. Denver was able to pull it out. And as always, shout out to all of the channel members. Appreciate you guys for all of your generous contributions. Shout out to all of the people who sent in Super Chats today. Benzino, AP, the Fleas. Appreciate you guys very, very much for your generosity. Thank you to all of the channel members, whether you became a member on your own volition or you were gifted a membership. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, remember, brush your teeth before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.